Hello everyone and welcome back to Call of the Netherdeep here on Dork Tales. Hope you're all doing well tonight. I'm Kelly, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. You've seen him, and I am once again excited to be here. In fact, I'm damn near titillated because we have an entire cast tonight. Welcome back, Christine.
Yes, I am not broken. Or at least I'm minimally broken.
Minimally broken.
Slightly
so
broken.
folks, welcome back to Call of the Netherdeep, which is this fantastic little critical role module, Call of the Netherdeep, which we have finally answered the Call of the Netherdeep and are jumping back into play. This is episode 16, The Half-Baked Scheme. If you're tuning in for the first time right now, you've missed a lot, but don't worry, you can go check out the episodes on YouTube or our podcast, because I'm not going to redo it all here. What you need to know for the immediate future is the characters have arrived in Ank'Harel, and which is a desert city, kind of a mix of many cultures that is kind of becoming their home away from home right now, while they continue to search for a way to answer the call of the Netherdeep, but also the call of Elixion, the ancient warrior who has been sealed away somewhere beyond that is probably not the Netherdeep, because that would not tie into the plot at all, right? So with that, the characters have been doing odd jobs, trying to find an organization to team up with, and there is where we have left them. The characters have most recently, what did you do last episode? You went and stopped a ghost that was actually a teenage girl having X-Men powers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, we didn't.
Yeah, we don't have the license for that, so don't hum that. That costs a lot of money.
That's why I stopped.
Yeah, you get 6 seconds before they find you. So anyway, folks, we're going to go around, introduce ourselves, and then we're going to hop into game. A couple of quick announcements before I pass the torch along. What quick announcements do we have? Oh, hey, if you're listening on podcast, that means that this Friday is going to be episode 0 and potentially 1, I might do a twofer, of not Call of the Netherdeep, of Dungeons & Dragons, our homebrew Elos game, The Rainn of Emrys, is going to be on our podcast. So if you have not listened to that, the audio is a little rough because it was not recorded with podcasts in mind, but it's a fantastic game, and I hope you tune in. On top of that, casting is continuing for Dragonlance, which is dropping, I think our session 0 is on December 2nd or 3rd. This time I've got 3 out of 5 people, and I've got a couple other people who are lined up potentially, and it's going to be a fantastic time. I'm a huge Dragonlance fan, so I'm super psyched about this. Besides that, this weekend, Christa, Robin, Christine, and I recorded up to episode 10. We have 12 episodes of
10. We have 10
episodes of Dork Tales the podcast, which is going live again, going live for the first time in a couple of months over on our Patreon for the $5 tier. Speaking of the $5 tier of the Patreon, last night was episode 4 of Strixhaven. If you're not on the Patreon, those episodes will be coming bi-weekly to you starting in November. And then, was there anything else of the big announcements besides?
So just Dragonlance is December 6th is when the book drops.
Is it the 6th? I thought it was the 2nd. Oh.
It says hardcover December 6th, 2022. I'm on Amazon.ca right now.
Okay, then in that case, it's going to be that date or the next date. It'll be it'll be early December, first week of December-ish. Okay, so hopefully you'll join us for that. I am the most excited for Dragonlance out of any module that has ever come out. So it better not let me down, because the hype is real. But enough about that. We can talk more about that during the chat break. Let's pass it around, say hello to everybody, and let's start with Robin.
Hello, I'm Robin. I use she, her as my pronouns, and tonight I am playing Kaeko Skaar, our Goliath barbarian, and yeah, we done solved a murder, guys, and the spoilies. It was Maggie.
You don't know. It might not be. It probably is.
There was no proof.
Yeah, Dorlen's hiding all the evidence. Hasn't told the party yet, so that'll be fun.
Nice. All right. Anything you need to announce, Robin?
I don't think so, other than buy Adventure Dice. They're doing their Dice Advent calendars, and once they sell out for Christmas, they'll sell out soon. So if you want to get your loved ones or yourself a Dice Advent calendar for whatever kind of ranges you want, go do that now at adventuredice.ca. Use code DorkTales for 10% off your purchase. Yeah, and they also have cool mugs and shirts and stickers and pencils and the click-clacks.
And inside scoop, they're going to be at Capital City Comic Con. So if you are going to be in Victoria, September 21st to 22nd,
23rd to 25th.
Thank you. Team effort here, people.
Some of us might be there.
Some of us might be there. Some of us might be there.
Some of us might be crunching. Yeah.
Yep. Same. Oh, if you guys are you guys going on Sunday?
Yes.
Wear your Netherdeep costumes with me.
Oh.
Thoughts.
No.
Anyway.
Now I want to go
We'll
for
talk.
sure.
We'll talk
Okay,
later.
we'll talk later.
I need to
We'll
find some
talk.
pants because it's so hot. I've been wearing
I know,
shorts
I need to
for
finish the
Dorlen.
autumn.
So I got the
Dorlen,
jacket, the
Dorlen.
vest, and just like
Chris,
like,
just wear
right
shorts
now,
and kneel.
swim shorts.
Just wear shorts.
Oh my god.
You're a gnome,
go.
dude. Just wear shorts and kneel for photos.
Which is going to be weird because I think I'm like one of the tallest here.
Yeah, you and I are
Okay,
pretty
I'll
much the
need to
same
get
height.
lifts. I'll need to go find some like
There
super
you go.
lifts.
Some Demonas.
Almost as tall as Isaac.
All
Taller.
right.
Keiko 7'1".
God. All right. Let's pass over to Christa. We can talk about con stuff in a bit.
Hello, hi, I'm Christa. I am ChihiStuffX in the chat and on TikTok. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns. I'm super excited to once again be Sabina Moorden, our Beastmaster Ranger, and her beast companion Dax, the Morebounder. And I'm gonna just in this beautiful adventure dice mug pour myself a little bit of water to enjoy through this game because it's still kind of hot over here.
Nice. All right. Any other announcements? Anything that we need to know about you?
I am on most Saturdays over at Lawful Stupid RPG, where we play a Heroes of Theros game, which if you're a Magic the Gathering nerd, there's lots of lore that I certainly don't know, but it's good.
Nice.
And there's a bunch of other cool stuff coming up where a bunch of us, me and other people are going to be on other channels spreading the Dork Tales love. So keep
is
an eye
true.
out for those announcements.
It'll be true. All right. Let's go down to Chris.
Hi, all the way down here because it's low noon. I'm Chris. I play Chris. I'm Dorlen. I play Chris. I'm Chris. I use he, him, or they pronouns. You can often find me as Dorktales or on Dorktales, not as
Dorktales. Welcome, Mr.
Yeah.
Dorktales.
I am Mr. Dorktales. No, I'm Blogg in the chat or on the Discord, and I will be playing Dorlen Wildrock, the hyper not focused gnome. And announcements. Just want to say welcome back, Christine. Good to have you. And glad you're feeling better.
Nice. All right. Let's pass over to Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I'll be playing Xarria Rainn, the tiefling cleric of the group.
Thanks.
I'm so excited. I don't have any announcements really, but
What are you
I'm glad to be
cosplaying at the
back.
con?
Great question. Probably Wanda and Nozomi from Love Live. And then I guess maybe Xarria. Sunday was still up in the air, so
If you guys convince me to go, if you want to team up, I'll wear my version of the matching costume for that. If you want.
Yes.
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 Do it.
Would
Do
that
it.
just be a tombstone
Okay.
for Valis?
Oh.
Taryn is coming on Sunday, and so we can get a picture with our OG fan as the whole Netherdeep crew.
Nice. That'd be fantastic.
that's awesome.
All right. And finally, last but not least, let's pass over to Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I play Zanata Vosh, our orc fighter. I was trying to remember what the hell she was. It's been too long. But yes, I am much less broken than I was now. Because, yeah, for the longest time, sitting made my low back very painful for about 5 weeks.
Let's hear it for physio.
But otherwise, for announcements, I will be doing a stream for my birthday on Sunday this weekend with Robin. We will be doing some Guild Wars 2 content. So come check me out on Lady Liliana and say hi.
Fantastic. All right. So without further ado, we'll do any other announcements that we have during the break. But for now, it is time to hop into call of the Netherdeep here on Dork Tales. Last time on Call of the Netherdeep, you all went to the first eclipse, looking to pick up where you left off, to make a final judgment on the one who betrayed you inside of Bazzoxan. What you found was a gruesome murder scene instead. And there, you found evidence that pointed to your distant friend, rival, Maggie Keeneyes, having done the deed herself. When game ended, the hands of Ord had come to investigate the murder, to question you. It's not terribly long after that you find yourselves released by the hands of Ord, cleared by the bartender of wrongdoing. And once again, walking through the packed streets of Ank'Harel. Where would you have gone after that?
How long would it have been?
Let's see. You went there were you there late at night or early in the morning? I'm trying to remember.
Early in the morning. We left
Early
after
morning.
breakfast to
Uh-huh.
get that done because we have the girl in our hotel room.
Okay. So let's see. If you were going early in the morning, we'll say where would you have gone after that? So it took about an hour for them to process you, talk to you, interview you about things.
Well, I think we should go home.
Yes, we
go
should
back. Yep.
make
Why don't we? Yep.
yeah,
Let's go.
Okay,
I think
Dorlen,
we should
you're
make sure the girl's all
very...
right.
Yes.
Yep. Back, and she's back at home. Back in our not home,
But
our
I-
home away from home. Our
Just Dorlen, you're acting awful jumpy.
You've been suspicious for a very long time now.
Yep.
Today,
Mhm.
anyway.
Absolutely, totally suspicious. I'm always suspicious. You guys suspect me of everything, but why don't we go back and then we can talk about that?
Okay. Well, keep your goggles on.
Oh, there. Wait, I didn't leave them there, did I? Because if good. Whew.
All right, let's go back to the hotel and check on Shira,
Mm-hmm.
and then Dorlen can maybe tell us what he's got in his
Yeah,
pants. that are making
absolutely.
him
We should
jump.
definitely check on Maggie and make sure that
Mhm.
she's okay in the hotel room there.
Maggie.
Maggie,
What?
We haven't seen
What?
her.
Who
in a
said
while.
anything about Maggie?
You did.
you just did.
No, I meant. Well, let's go.
With that, you head back across town, heading back to the step aside. Zanata, what would you be doing early morning? You've been off doing a little bit of bodyguard work for the past few nights, as you already had some pre-existing contracts away from this group. Pretty basic stuff, hanging out with some dignitaries, local lords, having
Looking tough.
drink, basically. Aside from making some glowers at a few overly drunk celebrators over at the Bowl of Judgment, you haven't really had much to do at all.
Probably unwind a little, maybe find a bar,
Okay.
relax a little, and then eventually try and find the slot again, probably.
Okay. So it's about midday when you make your way over to the step aside, the old place where those two old contacts of yours run. The sun is beating down overhead, and it's an absolutely sweltering environment here. One that you've come to appreciate quite a lot, actually, over the years. You make your way across the rooftops, walking along the bridges and gangplanks that are rigged up between them all. For the ground, there's no room to pass by, shoulder to shoulder, and as tight as these buildings are. The bit of rooftop greenery baking under the sun gives you a bit of that relaxation that comes with a nature walk. But before long, you'll come across the smell of breakfast being served, of a late brunch / early lunch being served at the step aside. There's an outdoor grill on the rooftop today, and you can see that that one of your contacts, whose name escapes me, one moment please. Step aside. I always forget this guy's name. I don't know why. Caitlan, a druid, stands on the rooftop flipping a pair of pitas over some coals. Nearby, you can see that there are various forms of meat and vegetables, all skewered, roasting alongside, searing on the thickly charred grill top. Underneath, there are blazing coals, rising tendrils of smoke into the air. Zanadavash.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm quite well. Making lunch. Are you here to
So
see
I
your friends?
smell.
You always did have quite the
I-
nose.
Well, for your cooking.
Well, of course, you would only be able to scent the best. If, here,
Easily.
this one and 5 copper, and it's on the house.
Sounds like a good deal.
For you, an excellent deal. I was wondering, do you have a moment?
For you, always.
Erewhon, darling, can you watch the grill for me? Sure thing, I'll be right there. You hear a call from across the pavilion, or atop the patio. I need to go get more pitas. Everyone just stay calm. My darling husband will take care of this in just a moment. Caitlan now takes you aside and down into the kitchen. The back storeroom of this place is overflowing with bags of flour, some dry, aged beef sitting on the counter waiting to be cut, number of vegetables, exotic fruits. He takes you into the back storeroom, and what's your passive perception? It's 13?
Yes.
There's a little game you play in the back of your head sometimes. When you enter this room, you know that the shelf at the back has a false door. You've been inside of it several times. You can never remember where the latch is. You can never seem to figure out where it goes. And it's like this little game. Like every time Caitlan is in there, he presses something and you're looking for the seam, but you can never see it before it opens.
One day.
He moves something aside and the door silently opens. And you can see that the back room here is filled with a number of trophies. Some old weapons. And just memorabilia from a more adventurous time in their lives. Shut the door behind you.
She'll push it closed.
I had an interesting conversation earlier today.
Oh?
Yes, your friends, the ones who are renting the room upstairs, they've brought a child to stay with us. Young girl of almost working age, maybe 13. Do you know anything about this?
No. They must have picked her up when I was off doing the contracts I'd already promised.
I see. There has been, as well, an attempt by... I'm uncertain of who the agent is. Someone is looking into Mr. Wildrock. Ironically, their choice to take in that young girl has proved quite advantageous, I imagine. A human woman came and attempted to bribe information out of me. As is standard, I don't accommodate such things. Wouldn't be a very comfortable establishment if I did, would it?
Would eventually probably bite you in the ass.
It's more than my ass. I can't have his delectable ass being touched by anything quite so severe.
You're the only one allowed to bite that one, right?
Yes. Don't you know it? I imagine that they would have tried to break in. Unfortunately, there's someone staying in the room at the moment, which would make that a bit difficult.
This is true.
I'm not certain what you should do with this. I'm not certain what Mr. Wildrock, Professor Wildrock, has done in a past life, but... well... we all have our sins. We all carry baggage. You would know that.
Yeah. Tried to put that off for a while.
Everything always comes back in the end.
Don't I know it?
Anyway, I'm not certain who this was. They had enough coin that it makes me think that it's someone... let's just say that the interested party was quite interested.
Interesting. Do they seem local?
Yes. She definitely had the mannerisms of a native Ankarelian.
Huh. Didn't think they'd been here long enough to piss anybody off.
Oh, adventurers. They always are able to piss someone off even if they don't try.
Huh. I know they foiled something with like a cult when the... yeah. But
Not
those
as long as
people
the-
wouldn't gain traction here. So, a local.
Well,
Well,
keep
he
an
tends
eye
to
out.
say just about anything, so I can probably find out.
Keep an eye open. I'm certain that you'll be able to find something. At least keep trouble out of the step aside.
I'll try.
Well, that's all I can ask for.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much longer they're supposed to be here for. They were here for something or other. They haven't really told me yet.
Yeah. Do your best to find out.
Hmm.
Not that I need to know. But for your safety, it might be beneficial. Help me carry that bag of flour up, would you? My lower back's not what it used to be.
With pleasure.
You've got a fresh new one.
She'll just heft it up. And give him like a side elbow on the way.
These are old elven ribs. They're a work of art. Please don't bruise them. Oh, I'm so old. He honestly looks like he's like Legolas with a slight wrinkle. Like, he's Legolas with frown lines. I'm so old. Oh, I'm an old man. Please don't.
Gives him a very unimpressed look as she goes by.
And as you are carrying the flour up, you are actually going to reach the roof. As you make it to the rooftop, the bag of flour to do some... They have a staff hand doing some pita mixing right behind with a rooftop kiln. Well, rooftop oven that they're using to bake them up, because nobody wants one of those indoors in Ank'Harel. Everything needs to be outdoors for venting purposes. And as you make your way up the stairwell, you will reach the rooftop right as you see a rather beleaguered and fairly, I would say, tired-looking group of adventurers will step on there, along with their moorbounder. You all head onto the rooftop of the Step Aside, looking to head home, and it's there that you see that Zanata is right over there with your temporary landlords. What do you do?
I imagine Dax happily bops over. Sorry, go ahead.
Zanata will look down and, oh, hi, Dax. She'll offer him a piece of the pita that she has.
You do not get it full. Your arm is not fully extended before it is gone.
She'll flick slobber off her hand and go back to eating. Look over, a small wave.
Oh, good afternoon. I didn't expect to see you here, though.
Oh, well, I finished up my contracts, so...
Oh,
And, well,
excellent.
old friends, it's good to stop in and say hi, and I figured I might find you here.
Very old friends indeed.
Oh,
Very old.
stop
Sinatra,
it.
where have you been? You missed all the excitement. We got attacked by, like, there were these things stalking us, and they were invisible, and they nearly drowned Xarria, and they hit my head so hard that I was seeing 4 Kaekos, and it was. And then we
You
found
were
the
saying
ghost,
4
but it wasn't a
Kaekos.
ghost. It was actually like a magic girl.
Yes, we should actually go see her in the room, and Dorlen has some news that he
Okay.
needs to share with the class.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
right,
I'm
about
glad
the-
you did not die after Bodhi asked me to help look after you. The heck did you guys get into in Ankarel?
We're doing jobs to gain favors of the allegiance of something and the cobalt something. So we're doing their errands to gain favor.
But we might have pissed off the Sentinels of Memory.
Something.
Somehow.
Zanata, you may do me a history roll.
Haha. Alright. History's -1. So 18.
18? Okay.
Yeah.
The Sentinels of Memory are a splinter organization that exists inside of Ankarel. They believe that the secrets of Kael Moro, the city that dwelt here beneath, or that lies beneath modern Ankarel, the one that came before, carries with it some type of great curse, or perhaps is simply just a throwback to the times before, to the calamity. And that by investigating it, you're just unearthing trouble. They're doomsday cultists, in many people's opinion. Or paranoid
so
lunatics in others.
Okay, that's the Sentinels of Memory.
Sentinels of Memory, yep. They're not one of the
Okay.
one of the 3 big ones that you guys need to know about. They're a sub-faction they're kind of jerks. I'm gonna say you probably know that.
Alright. Sonata's just gonna kind of hand wave. Whatever. They're pissed off at everybody.
Oh,
They-
interesting.
They seem like I can't understand what I've been told about them. Such strange people. But yes, why don't we go back to the room, and we've got some important things to discuss. Quickly.
We do.
Alright. She'll grab her she'll like snatch the last pita off the board before she goes back.
All right, so you'll be able to grab that. It's a nice, so that pita is going to be, it's stuffed with a bit of sheep's cheese. So it's quite savory with a bit of herb inside of it and some lemon and lime. Quite a lovely addition to your breakfast. Heading
Well,
downstairs.
now I'm
you'll-
hungry.
I really want a pita right now. Thanks, Kelly.
Hey, you have no one to blame but yourself.
I'm
Yeah, no,
always
I
out.
want bread.
I know. with that, you'll make your way downstairs, and it's there inside. Which room were you putting her? Inside of Sabina, and it was Dorlen and Kaeko and Sabina and Xarria, right?
No,
No,
it
Sabina
was,
and
No.
Dorlen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
right,
short
so-
and the tall.
So probably putting in Sabina's room then. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So you make it down there, and as soon as you crack the door, a rather bleary looking young girl is going to just bolt up. Who's there? Who's there? Who are you?
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're the ones from last night.
How are you feeling?
I haven't slept in a bed in months. I feel
Well.
Why don't you keep sleeping and we'll just go into the other room.
Yes, we're just gonna be next door. We're having a little chat about some stuff.
We just want to check on you. Make sure you were okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is there any food?
If you go up to the rooftop, they're serving pitas, I think. If you just say you're Shira from the Echoes of Valor are taking care of you, and you can just have what you will.
I can
Look for
send
a-
Dax with you as well.
Yes, that could be good.
I can play with your kitty.
Of course.
Okay.
He'll
Yeah,
like
sh-
jump up on as much of the bed as he can fit and kind of flop across it.
Oh wow, you're big. Zenata, just to give you a sense of this girl, she's looking at her. She's probably actually closer to 14 or 15, but lack of a proper diet has kind of like sucked the flesh against her bones a bit, making her look a bit younger. She has deeply tanned skin, almost kind of like a cinnamony brown, black hair that's kind of pixie cropped and kind of hangs loosely around her face with no styling, kind of a bit sweat stuck to her from sleeping in the heat, and is dressed in pretty simple, like slightly baggy pattern clothes that look slightly too large for her, probably that she stole.
So street brat.
So she's a street rat, yeah.
I
Or
went with
riff-raff.
brat, but
I didn't. So she'll scratch Dax on the stomach.
he flops noodly.
I've never seen a moorbounder before. You're a biggin. Or maybe not.
He's actually quite small. He's about
Oh.
maybe a half-sized one.
Oh. Wow.
The big
Um,
ones are very big.
Okay, well, Dex, you want to get food?
Oh,
Dax with an A.
oh,
Sorry. Dax, do you want to get food?
oh.
All right. What about the rest of you? Do you all? She's gonna take hold of Dax's kind of like collar area with her hand and kind of walk him upstairs to go get some food off of that spit, off of many of those spits upstairs, given how hungry Dax tends to be. Do the rest of you head over into Xarria and Kaeko's room?
Yeah, probably.
I'll just follow the other's lead.
Okay. The door shuts behind you. What do you do?
All right, Dolan, what is going on?
Yes, spill it.
Okay. And so he'll take like the little bits of metal that he picked up and just spill them on the floor.
What is that?
What the
You
hell
said
is
to
that?
spill
That's
it.
not an answer.
Yes, it is. You right, because you haven't seen them. And he'll pick them back up again and he'll be like, these are Maggies. They don't make this kind of armor here. There was an ogre-shaped footprint of blood.
Where? What? What are you talking
What?
about?
Well, it's not
Start
there
at the
anymore. I
beginning.
cleaned it up.
Is that what you were
Okay.
hiding?
Yes.
Oh, back there.
That's
Are
why
you
when you were like, oh, like a giant mall and whatnot, I was like, yeah, or somebody who was enlarged. Like, there's spells that can do that, because I didn't want the bard keep to hear it.
Are you saying Maggie?
I think they took
Killed
vengeance for
Aloisa?
what happened to Valis.
Why would they take vengeance?
Because they
Valis
probably
did
feel
they-
responsible for it.
Well, we need to
Well,
find
and
them.
she's messed them over once. It's possible even from where she
that's
was,
true.
they messed. Sonata, I'm so sorry. This must be so confusing.
Oh,
There was a group of other travelers that we traveled with.
our friends.
That we were our friends that we were in Bazazan with. They worked for someone that was with the consortium, and she is the reason that our friend, the previous owner of your sword, Valis, she's the reason he's dead. At the hand of one of the members of the other group.
Sort of.
I'm not
Mostly.
Yes.
I mean,
It-
it might have been the fall.
It was most definitely the
well,
fault, but
But-
Regardless,
She brought them
The-
there. She paid for them to come and escort her.
yes. And then we all ended up here in Ankarel and went our
I may
separate
have
ways.
gotten mad, yes.
And we were then encountered with the opportunity to exact justice on this woman, as the consortium themselves were not happy with her. However, when we went back to discuss that opportunity, she was dead and there was no one else there. And Dorlen believes that perhaps it was one of their members of that other group.
I mean, the bar was completely tossed. Like, someone, whoever did it, broke in, beat the bartender by throwing him across the room and knocking him unconscious, and then savagely beating Aloisa. Oh god, my stomach.
How many
still
ogres do you know
turns.
that are in town that wear shoes like it was her shoes? It had the same pattern. It was a bloody footprint, and then these chain links, they're from her armor. Like, they don't make this like here. Like, this was made in here. Look at them, and then you notice that
You
like
would be well served to get those out of your possession quickly.
Yes, that's why we're here now. Like, I'm
You do not want to be tied to murder in this city.
no. We don't want them to be either. We're not forgetting justice.
Fair.
Well-
I'm used to justice outside the city. You don't want to be tied to that here, though. Or covering it up, preventing them from doing the job of law. No speakers of ward.
I think you've done all you can, Dorlen.
I didn't want to say anything with the barkeep there, because he might have overheard. So sorry for being all weird about it, but I was like, well,
And
let's go.
that
Let's go.
makes
Let's
sense.
go.
Did you find any evidence of anyone else being there? Like, from them?
And I believe Dorlen only found evidence of Maggie. There was the skull that was discussed, I believe, with Xarria,
Yeah.
was it? And
Yeah.
And the attack from the mall. But I don't believe Dorlen found out about the door.
No.
Yeah,
Mhm.
perfect. I just found evidence of Maggie, or what I think is Maggie. I mean, it's not 100% certain, but I'm pretty certain it was Maggie.
I mean, I think we need to go find them.
But we should also maybe let Zenada, not Sinatra,
Yes.
know
Sonata.
what she's getting into. I mean, Bodhi trusts her. that's good enough for Kaeko, right? So that's good enough for me.
Well, I don't know about Kaeko, but I agree with you, Dorlen.
I agree. I trust my husband implicitly. Also, that sword likes you, so that might have some significance. Cut boding, but you seem to wield it fine.
Maybe it likes the fighter.
So we should tell her about Operation Uncle Bard Destiny.
Oh my god, it has a name now.
She
I mean,
mouths
that's what we're
that
using
whole
to-
title. No, not saying it aloud, but she kind of mouths it and goes,
It's the clever excuse we made up in Bazazan.
Yes.
It seems
Yes,
to
and
have
we
worked so far.
didn't quite have an excuse, and we all
So-
kind of
so we're
pitched
gonna-
ideas.
We're gonna tell you a story, and it's gonna take roughly 14 episodes worth 4 hours worth each to tell you about it.
What's an episode?
I don't know. The word just came.
somebody give me the cliff notes. I
Into
didn't
my
watch all the
mind.
episodes.
What's a cliff's note? Is it you need to learn it before you finish hitting the bottom of the cliff?
I think so. It's speedy.
So quick, short,
yeah.
to the point.
So Kaeko, why don't you tell the story
Oh,
from
God,
your
we let-
eyes?
Or the narrator could
okay.
tell the story.
No. We're gonna hear Keiko's rendition of it.
No, I want to hear
intelligence.
Kelly's version of Kaeko narrating it.
Oh my goodness, we're going too far.
I wouldn't dare take that out of the player's hands. Ruin your fun.
Let's just read Robin's notes.
Huh?
My notes are pretty okay, actually. I mean, they're not the best because I'm playing Kaeko a little bit, so they're not as detailed as some of my other characters' notes. But Keiko's gonna be like, so we're at this festival in
Jigao.
Jigao, thank you.
It was amazing.
Uh,
They had all sorts of games and fun things to do.
Oh yes,
No,
it
and
was
that's
very
not
good.
It was fun.
I won a few medals.
Yeah, actually, I won a medal too. Keiko will pull out. a
She
medal of
glue.
strength.
I did.
I almost choked on a pie and died.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
did.
So don't let
so
you
we
eat
there. Yeah, don't let Dorlen eat pie. It's deadly to him.
Maybe
Then
you're allergic.
we met our actual friends through different events, and then we volunteered for this kind of race thing because there was money. That was it. There was some sort of
That is a good
prize.
motivator.
Yeah,
And it was fun.
to
but
retrieve this emerald thing.
we're kind of poor.
Yeah, but quite poor. So we did that, and we were against our friends.
They were.
They
They were kind of our friends at the time.
were
We kind of
our
met them
friends.
through the festival.
Mhm.
Different places.
They were
Yes.
good sports. Well, except for... Oh, yeah, I guess even he was kind of okay.
He was always a little standoffish. Anyway,
Yes.
please continue, Keiko.
Oh boy. So then we did this whole festival or this race, and we were fighting a shark and underwater. We were underwater and we were fighting a shark, and that was really cool. And we got the medal because you were supposed to get the medal from this shark that was stabbed with the moon.
No. The shark went crazy and ran into the wall or swam into the wall and opened up something because they didn't know it was there. Because that's where I touched the vestige.
Yes.
Oh,
we
Right,
opened
sorry,
up.
I'm jumping ahead.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I forgot about that part, honestly, Dorlen. So once the shark went crazy and opened up this side wall, we went into it, and there was this necklace. And then
And I
Kaeko will
touched it.
point to, Kaeko will point to Xarria, who's wearing the vestige, and Dorlen touched it, and then we all got a
Thank you so
vision of a person who is trapped in somewhere. He was put something with gods, and he said, "Save me, please." So and he told us to go to Bazozan, I think. I think he
Yes.
told us to go.
I think so.
So then we went to Bazozan. What?
I'm just
What
gonna
is
keep thumbsing up,
That's
and when you're
amazing.
wrong, I'll tip. Okay.
So then we went. So we had this group vision, and we were told to go to Bazozan with this vestige of divergence. We found out it was called, which were used in some sort of big god fight or something. Anyway, so we went on to the party, and we had to go travel to Bazozan, and well, the other group saw that we had this metal vestige necklace thing, and they asked us to come along, and so we all went as a big group, and that's what really became friends.
and
It was a 10-day trip.
They took care of us when we were unconscious because of the vision.
Oh, they did.
We went
They
unconscious.
didn't rob us, and they made sure we were safe.
Yes, they took us
They're
back.
good people. They just
Yes.
don't have good aim.
No,
No.
that's true. So we spent 10 days or something on the road through the wilds of Xarria, which is where we're from, out in Wildmount, which is like a continent away from here. And it's
Yes,
a very
I'm familiar with it.
mean place. Oh, good. Huh. Not many people are. Weird. Anyways, we went across the wastes of Xarria and went to Bazozan. Then we futzed about in the town for a bit. Talked to some old Aurora Watch buddies, and we were approached by a couple of people studying the Betrayer's size. No, it wasn't Betrayer's size. Betrayer's
Eyes?
Rise. Yes, that's it. Betrayer's Rise. And then we were pitched from several different groups, including Prolix, the orange tiefling, and then we met Question, the albino tiefling.
Because they were both
And
there
then-
too.
They were there studying the Betrayer's Rise thingy. And then we also met Aloisa, who offered to pay us money to go get stuff. And yes, boo kiss. We got a bad vibe. Well, I didn't get a bad vibe. I was wanting money. But everyone else was like, no, she seems really mean. And I'm like, okay, sounds good.
Dorlen will go up to Sonata. She was a bitch.
I'd gotten that impression, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so we went into Betrayer's Rise because Question lost some friends in there. And so we were going to try and find them.
We didn't.
We didn't find them. But we all went in there. We had a really hard time. Valis became fucking awesome in there. I don't know what the fuck happened to him, but he suddenly woke up. He was a badass. We were fighting demons and aberrations of some sort. And then eventually we went in this statue's stomach down into a corridor where we suddenly found this like hole that was filled with gems, like this giant jewel thingy with a little
Crystals.
podium in the bottom.
And crystals.
And crystals. It was
It
very
had a lot of
sharp.
really cool rocks.
It was very cool. Dawn, actually, I think you have some, don't you?
Not
Or did we
anymore.
sell those off? No, we sold those off.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
I thought you kept a little bit.
Just some dust.
Oh, gotcha.
So then we got in there, and Xarria put the vestige on the podium, and then we got another vision.
Which was
from-
our third because
It
we also got
sounds right.
one. We also got one in the garden.
Oh, I wasn't there. So I forgot that you guys got that because I was not there. I was drinking with my military buddies because my player was not feeling well that night. So I missed that. Don't know what I mean
Somebody's
by
been
that.
playing you?
Apparently.
That's not
The only
very
one that gets
nice.
to play me is Bodhi. So after this was the third vision is from Alexian giving us more details, which is where we found out about the Netherdeep, I believe.
He's trapped.
Yes, he's trapped,
Yes.
and
He's a hero and he needs our help.
exactly. And
So
we need to
you're-
find him.
Aiming to find
A sunken city underwater. is what we're trying to find.
For somebody who you've been seeing in visions.
Yes.
He
All
asked for our help, and then this is the sad part, and Keiko's gonna like take out her guitar, her axe, and start playing like a very melancholic tune on it. And then this is when we met the other group again. They were with Aloisa, who had paid them to come in, and they followed, and they accidentally left the door open on the statue's stomach and brought a whole bunch of aberrations and monsters, and we were fighting them, and in the chaos, and Aloisa was like, give me the vestige, blah, and she started taking it, so we all fought for the vestige, and there was earthquakes and shit happening, and cracks opening up in the ground. She did. So she did kill Valis because she opened up the earthquake that then Valis fell to his death to.
No, he pushed me out of the way.
Yes.
He was still alive when he was down there, so it wasn't Irvin, but it didn't help.
It was not, no. But she had some teleportation scrolls or gate scrolls, and that's how she GTFO'd when we were obviously having a good time, and she was going to lose. She's a spoiled sport and has no honor. And now we had the extra ones, and that's how we suddenly ended up at the rooftop here in Ankarel. So, yeah, that has
quite the adventure.
Yes. So that's what Zarya's wearing, is the vestige of the divergence.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I keep it safe in here.
And we think that there might be an entrance to this place in the Life Dome, or we did, which was why we went there, but the invisible stalkers attacked us. So someone may be trying to stop us from getting there, which might be the Consortium, but might also be the Sentinels of Memory.
At least there are suspects for now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Right. Well, somebody certainly does not like Dorlen.
Oh,
What's
in
not
particular.
to like?
What?
I'm friends with the innkeeps.
Oh.
And
Do they not like me? I should have a word with them.
Dorlen, you need to let people finish talking sometimes.
Don't malign them. They are fine, upstanding, retired warriors. Even though they do like to pretend to be old.
Was that why you were sounding weird when we came in?
Mm-hmm.
They noted that it was a good thing that you had had somebody in your room, as that prevents a sneaky break-in.
Hmm.
Well, why would somebody break into the room?
Somebody's very interested in you. They weren't sure why, but somebody's
Well, that
been
wouldn't
asking
help.
questions.
I carry everything in my pouch.
So keep an eye out.
What were they doing? What were they
Whoever it
asking
was, they were
about?
local to the area.
Wonder if that has something to do with the coin that I... Oh.
You found a coin?
Yeah.
What?
When we found Shakira over in the other room from Upper Duke.
Oh, right. You mentioned something about you found a coin that was from your hometown. Weird. Wait,
Oh.
Dorlen, they could have, like, planted some sort of scrying spell on that.
This is true.
Oh.
If they knew you were going to be there and that you were from Hapaduk, and that you would be like, oh my goodness, and pick it up. Keep it with you.
Well, potentially. One of the easiest ways to help protect yourself is to be aligned with a group.
We have been invited to join a number of them.
Yes.
Perhaps we should take one of them up on that.
That's
As
true.
if on cue. As if on cue. Who has the stone that was given to you by Iwo Zalara?
Oh,
Who?
Iwo Zalare, the Cobalt Soul Overseer.
I think that might have been me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
we've been
Yeah.
giving Xarria the precious.
I usually the magic thingies, I guess.
Keiko takes the money.
Zarya seems a
Zarya-
slightly more responsible one.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I said slightly.
Yeah.
You are going to hear a voice emanate from your pocket.
Oh,
Echoes of Valor. Echoes of Valor. This is Iwo Zalare. Still interested in joining the Cobalt Soul? Meet me at the Temple of the Mentor. I have another mission for you.
when?
When's convenient?
Duk, 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 duk. Oh, my goodness.
Did you just poke me?
Perhaps I was wondering if we were connected or if it was just a one-way thing.
No, it's two-way when you're talking to it.
Oh.
It knows.
Oh.
We got the deluxe
Are you
edition,
sure it
so-
isn't listening in?
So what do you say?
Listening at all times.
It doesn't sound like it's not a Google Home, so I think it's okay. It doesn't seem
Alexa,
so he
Alexa,
doesn't.
listen to Dork Tales.
Oh, don't say that too loud.
I was gonna say that too.
Bryn set mine off before we started
know.
Strixhaven yesterday. It was so good.
Yeah.
Well, Chris set it off without even saying the triggering word, and it was very weird.
Mine randomly speaks at me every now and then.
Just to check in with you. Just to make sure you're okay.
Well,
Yeah,
half
You're
the
the
time
new
it's like,
Furbies.
oh, there's no Wi-Fi here. I can't connect to the Wi-Fi, so I can't do anything. And then every now and then it tells me that. I'm like,
Just in case you wanted to know.
nice.
When should we meet them?
Those are the spy nerds, right?
The ones with the good
Yes.
books.
They
Oh,
can
yes, they're the
probably hear
nerds.
you.
Spy nerds, I'm sorry if you're offended by spy nerds, but that's how it's easiest to know you in my head.
I don't think we're trying to.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we're just discussing. Sorry, just 1 minute. 1 minute.
Of course.
In a few hours?
Sure. Yeah,
Tonight?
that sounds great. I mean, today it's still early. We could go there after lunch.
Second bell?
Yes, sir, second bell.
Is
Or
that- is that-
13th
is that
bell.
the way that
14th
it
bell.
works?
What?
Yeah, 14th
Was it
bell?
14th bell?
Or...
Is it the 24-hour clock or the
14th bell?
12-hour clock here?
How
I
many
guess
hours in a day?
24? What?
On
14th
Wait, so
bell?
are these?
I don't know.
Oh. Good question.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Mhm.
if we join the Cobalt Soul, are we gonna have to stop helving Provost out?
Prolix, yes.
Prolix, yes.
I don't know. I think it's like, honestly, if we keep going back and forth, we're just doing twice as much work to get to the same place. Well, we're trying to
Well,
get to the
that's-
Netherdeep, right?
That's fair. I
That's
just
true.
want to make sure that we make we on a path.
Yes. We got some sort of formal and invitation from them, right? The
From
Allegiance of
Allegiance
All
of All
Sides, right?
Yeah.
We were
Yes.
told about membership, right?
yes, and then we said we'd think on it.
Right. So why don't we do this job for the Allegiance, the Cobalt Soul, and then make a final decision?
Excellent. So what time can we meet them?
Honestly, I'm ready to go now, Keiko says.
Can we say next bell?
Can we meet you in 1 hour?
That sounds fine.
Excellent. And sorry, where again?
The Temple of the Mentor, where we met before.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, the library again. Oh, so many books, so boring.
So what do I do with the
So
coin?
Is there any way to detect magic on it?
I don't
Not-
know that spell.
I might be able to figure it out, but I kind of used up some of my. I can't do it right now.
Oh, but you just woke up, Dorlen.
I need time to prep some of my tools.
Oh,
There's-
that's fair.
I mean, and I kind of. I mean, it's. I used a lot of my things that resonate with that kind of energy to try and put together the eye for Dermot.
We should also try and find them at some point after this job, maybe.
Yeah, let them know what was not as clean as they might have thought it was.
Well, ask them what the heck
And if
is
it was
going
them to
on.
begin with,
No, they
and
could have.
why?
Someone could have framed them. Don't know why, but
Dorlen, are you wanting to hold on to that coin?
Not anymore. It's making me nervous.
I can get rid of it if you'd like.
Here you go, Sabina. Have a coin.
Thanks. We're going to head off to the Cobalt. Are we thinking of joining the Cobalt Soul?
We should make a choice soon. I like their books.
I like that they make the education available to everyone. The Allegiants are all behind walls, and you have to be a special person to learn. But the Cobalt Soul had all of theirs available. I know that he got real grumpy at us when we didn't follow his imaginary directions, but I also appreciate their organization better.
That being said, I also think Provost Provolone.
Prolix.
You were right the first
Prolix
time.
has
Prolix.
he had, or they have kind of gone out of their way to make sure that we've been well taken care of.
Yes,
they
they offered
have.
their room to us and food and wine. Prolix has been a good
Good friend.
companion and
He
friend.
has been a good friend, not the Allegiance. He has been good.
That is a good distinction. We'll see and talk, and
Yeah,
let's go do this for the Cobalt Soul. See what vibe of people we like better. Because honestly, that guy kind of rubbed me the wrong way with his rules. Because I generally don't work in the rules of the book people. They generally don't like that because usually an axe is involved.
I'm going to go get rid of this.
Yes.
Sabina would like to run up to the roof where everything's happening. Chet said there are a number of cats that like to hang out on this roof as well, and I would like to find one.
All right, go ahead and make me an animal handling roll.
Great. That is going to be a 21.
21. Without a doubt, you are going to find a long-tailed sphinx cat. Like,
Cool.
I'm talking like very, very, very svelte, very kind of like sandy colored. Just cleaning herself over by the edge of the next building, which you can easily cross over to across one of those upper bridges.
Wonderful. I'd like to cast speak with animals on it.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Sabina. What's your name?
That's nice. Do you have food?
Of course. She'll have probably a piece of jerky.
Do you have
She likes
fish?
jerky.
I don't
Oh.
eat red meat.
That's fair. I don't have any at the moment. Let me go get some for you.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna run back to Kalanau and Euroan, whoever she finds first, and see if in their trays of delicacies if they have any fish. Excuse me, Kalanau,
Yes.
do you have any fish on hand?
Fish. I mean, it's a bit of a rarity, given that the only fish are inside of the Life Dome. But I do have some canned sardines.
That will do.
I'll just add it to your bill.
Thank you.
He'll come back a moment later with a can of sardines, like a pretty beaten up tin of them.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Here you are.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Are you eating them yourself?
No, I have a job for a cat.
Say no more.
Thank you. She'll
And he says that completely straight faced, like he's not giving you trouble. He's just like, say no more.
We're nature people. We understand.
Yep, he's a druid. He doesn't care. He's
Exactly.
like, sometimes you need a cat. I get it.
Sometimes you need a cat to do a job. She's gonna run back over to the cat and say, I hope this will do. And she'll open the jar, the whole can, and put it down.
Do you have any chicken?
No, but I could get some for you, just not right now. But this evening?
Time is all we really have in life, isn't it?
Well, I have another something, and I was wondering if you are an adventurous kind of cat.
I've been known to be adventurous in my youth.
Oh, well, you're clearly still in your youth.
It leans in and purrs.
She'll put a hand out to offer scritches if it wishes.
She leans forward and sniffs, like whisker sniffs your hand for a second, just kind of like, and then dives down into the can of sardines.
Beautiful. So,
these are kind of old, but acceptable.
Wonderful. So I have this shiny piece here. I would like to go on an adventure. Would you be willing to take it on an adventure with you and perhaps give it to another cat as well if you have any friends that go further in the city, and perhaps they can take it with them, and so on and so forth? How would you feel about that?
We have no use for currency as cats.
Oh, no, of course not. I just want it to go on an adventure. Someone's following it, and I want them to get a little confused.
It narrows
You would be
its
making
eyes.
someone's day very difficult.
Make me a persuasion roll with advantage.
That's beautiful.
Was it gonna be disadvantage until Christa said it would
I
ruin
know.
someone's
I grew up
day?
with cats. I know the way this works. I'm a dog person
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a
yeah.
reason.
Persuasion, 16.
On two conditions.
Mhm.
Chicken. Here.
Mhm.
Tomorrow morning.
Mhm.
And 2 handfuls of nip.
Oh, of course. I've been known to find nip that even a moorbounder will enjoy. So
I
I
don't
can
know what
find
that
the good
is.
stuff. It's a very large cat. She'll point over her shoulder, assuming Dax is still up somewhere.
Dax is sitting over with Shira over on the terrace.
Wonderful. Very large cats.
Stupid looking cat.
He's pleasant and smarter than he looks. Perhaps not as smart as you, though.
Perhaps.
I haven't had you guys do a contest of that. You seem very smart. We only just met.
smart enough not to have two big dumb teeth.
I suppose that's fair.
How does that big cat go between buildings if its teeth will get caught?
It does have a lot of difficulty in there.
Stupid cat.
Hmm.
Bella will take your coin.
Thank you, Bella. She'll give her the coin.
Oh.
And tomorrow morning, 2 handfuls of nip, and perhaps I'll even get 2 Goliath handfuls of nip. And
I don't know
chicken.
what that. I don't know what that is. She says with a coin in her mouth.
That
I don't know
That's-
what that is.
very large handfuls. I have little hands. My friend has very large hands. I will get 2 large handfuls.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you very much,
Chicken
Bella. Chicken and nip.
Wow. And Bella will run off with the coin.
Beautiful. Who knows if it's being tracked, but if it is, they're gonna have a fun time.
Nice. All right. So you have disposed of your coin with a catty sphinx, the sphinxy cat. What's next?
Heading to the Cobalt Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Before we go, I just want you to know that, well, there might be a reason some people are looking for me.
Is
Okay,
there anything you'd
Dorlen.
like to confess, Dorlen?
Yes.
Well, I didn't actually do anything. At most, it would have been an accessory. But even that's a bit... I might be wanted back home.
Why, Dorlen?
It's clearly weighing
Uh,
on you. What's
serial
the problem,
killer?
Dorlen?
Mass murder? I didn't
You?
actually... Right? But I know who did, and I didn't turn them in. And they used some of my stuff to do it, so yeah,
So
I
you
ran.
didn't actually kill anyone.
no, I
And
just
you are
I
an
just
accessory to murder.
well, I didn't know what they were being used for, or what it was being used for, but yeah, so that might be why they might be somebody might be looking for me.
Is that why you're an
Hmm.
ex-professor?
I mean, you can't really keep it your distinct, like the title, if you're wanted. But though I'm not convicted because I ran.
I see.
Not even an absentee.
If you knew who it was, why didn't you just tell?
Well, just like
Yeah.
with Maggie, right?
It was my brother.
I see.
Oh.
I
Um,
did. I couldn't. I
Kaiko's gonna go and give Dorlen like the biggest hug. She's just gonna smother him.
I mean, I know it wasn't the right choice, but I got scared, and yeah. So I just kind of, I mean, like it's. I know it's a weird way to look at it, but at least I got to meet all of you, right? That
It's
probably wouldn't have happened if I
strange.
was stuck in like an auditorium or something. Although it's fun playing with acoustics and making sure people. Anyway, yeah.
I'm so sorry,
So
Dorlen.
that's
It's hard to do the right thing sometimes, especially when loved ones are involved.
Mm-hmm.
it's just like maybe, but it definitely looked like I did. Yeah. So if I wanted to let you guys know that now. I didn't do it.
So Sabina will give a slightly smaller hug. It will be big in spirit, but
Yeah.
she is tiny. And give Dorlen a hug and hold him by the shoulders and say, "We all do things when our family's at stake. It's okay."
I mean, they were kind of all I had before you guys.
Mhm.
I understand. Losing
I was
your family
adopted,
is-
you know.
Oops.
Now you're adopted twice.
Yes.
But, sorry, I'm going to, excuse me, I need to use the washroom and use the spray to clean up the face a little bit, because this is, it's not something I'd like to talk about.
Xarria's not great with emotions, so she's just gonna pat on the head. It's a very tricky situation, I can tell.
Well, at least I'm not a little shit this time. And he'll happily go off into the bathroom.
My heart!
Dorlen!
Oh my god! I'm trying so hard not to cry because I don't want to ruin my makeup, but damn it, Chris.
Then Sanaa's just sitting here going, wow, okay then.
Xarria's like, what have I gotten into?
Yeah. Oh. Poor Dorlen.
Hmm.
I think I need to blow my nose. I'm getting into this. Holy crap.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Such a precious bean.
So as
Dorlen-
Dorlen goes off to the bathroom, Kaeko's gonna turn to the rest of the group and be like, "We're going to protect him with all of our lives. I am not letting anything hurt that fucking gnome. Except himself. That's the only time he's allowed to be hurt is when he gets himself into his shit. But no one is going to hurt him."
Agreed. I'm also adopted, so we do have that in common.
I was kicked out from my family because I was too creative and not enough smashy.
Oh.
Yeah, I was not smashy enough. Just let that sink in for a second.
You are fairly refined for a Goliath.
Bodhi has taught me well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Honestly.
So, on this note of tragic backstories, are you wanting me to join you as you leave the city?
Well, clearly Valis' sword likes you, and Bodhi trusts you, and you have been wonderful in the short time we've known you. This might be very dangerous. We're not quite sure what it means going forward. But if you are amenable to joining us, as wild as this group seems to be, we would be happy to have you. I think so.
I've gotten a little tired of city
yes.
life.
I hope I speak to everyone. Yes?
Oh, yes.
All right. I've got to know, what is Valis his full name? It's reminiscent of something. I gotta know.
And,
He has a full name, and I don't have my notebook.
that's back, and I'm flipping back the pages.
I have his whole backstory written out in my book, but it's
Yep.
over there somewhere.
Just a
Almost as if he
second.
had a wiki.
I know. To
Ha.
the wiki. Traz,
To the
Traz, what's
wiki.
his name?
Traz at random. Who gets it first?
Exactly. It's a race.
I'm trying to decipher my notes.
That is the hardest part I find about keeping notes, because as soon as I look at them after, I'm like, what did I just write down here?
Yeah.
And even if I finally get around to being able to understand what I wrote, I use like shorthand
Saren.
and forget
Traz
certain
for the
words.
win.
Yeah, so
All right. Yes.
Valis
Thank you, Traz.
Saren. It was Saren.
Valis Tazarin.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She'll snort a little and just kind of, all right.
Did you know him?
No, that's just a very good pun in Drowish. And their version of Undercommon.
Oh,
You would
How
have
do
to
you
have grown up with
drow
it.
so well?
I grew up with ones in Caravan.
Oh,
oh.
interesting.
All right.
So
Honestly,
was
just
that maybe?
curious because Valis it kind of leads into the pun, and I was very wondering who would have called themselves that.
So you think that? Well, it wasn't his original name. He did pick it. So I suppose.
Yeah.
Well. If
Sorry.
clearly you understand Valis somewhat better than we did in some ways, so
Mhm.
clearly you're meant to be with our muddled little family here.
Well, I mean, yeah, with a longsword, I assume he was a fighter.
Just like you.
Yeah, he could
Mhm.
make multiple versions of himself, just like you.
Yes.
Oh, that's not that common.
Oh, I just assumed that. Oh, I thought
I
all
see.
you
I'd only met
drow
the
could
one
do that.
who could do it, who taught me.
Yes.
What? Oh, maybe he knew Valis. We could maybe try and
Potentially.
find him. What
I
was
haven't
his
seen
name?
him for years now, so.
Zanata,
Mm-hmm.
do me a favor. Make
Okay.
me a check. Make me a check, please.
Do a specific type of check or just give you a number?
Charisma deception.
Ha
Ha
ha!
All right.
21.
21 is going to beat everybody here's passive insight unless you're looking for something. Is anybody going to be suspicious and roll?
No.
I mean, player Robin was wondering about, but I don't think Kaeko's smart enough, so Kaeko will
Sabina
not, but Robin
is-
wants to.
Sabina is
Dorlen
very
were there-
openly, but is suspicious of people all the
Then do
time.
it.
So, okay.
If Dorlen were there, I guarantee you he
No.
would believe it.
Would you get on
It's, I rolled a 2, so
Okay.
no. I do not have plus 19 to my insight.
Wow.
Must have, probably one of the drow in that caravan. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Sounds legit.
So there's only like one person that takes it. I wonder if Valis knew that person too.
I mean, only one that I've met, but
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't seem that common.
Mm,
Huh.
he
Interesting.
probably did.
Potentially.
Mm.
Especially if Valis was an assumed name, then who knows what my teacher would have known him by.
Yeah, it's true.
Perhaps we will
Hmm.
find more about him, or rather the kind of fighter you are with the Cobalt Soul. They seem to have books on everything, and I'm just getting better at reading, and so I would love to read more about your type of fighter. Are we going to go there, or?
Honestly, between the two of them, they're both very knowledge-based, I think. Cobalt Soul is a bit more good type, I think.
They seem to have that more of an inclination in.
That seemed to be more of the implication of what I've heard of them.
They seem to be more hands-on.
So potentially just never admit to like covering up murder in front of them.
That's fair.
Yes, Dorlen, now you did a really good job of keeping what you said secret. You need to do it again.
What? Sorry, I can't hear you.
You're in the
Well,
bathroom.
come
You need
out
to
and-
keep secrets.
Oh, I mean,
I think the allegiance is a little bit more ends justify the means.
Hmm.
So whichever you're more comfortable with.
I'm
As long as you're not expecting to turn me into a librarian.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know,
want
but I
to be
think
a
you look cute
librarian.
with glasses.
We could still go to the library if we joined the other one. But I do like the books too.
And the Kobold Soul did seem very... They did infer that, or rather I inferred, that they do have a group of people that are hitty, like you are,
Oh.
more so than the Allegiance.
Huh.
If I think that's correct. I think Christa's correct in that, in saying...
They do train as monks.
Yeah. So, like,
Oh.
they have, like...
Beach ass
Yes.
Yeah.
But,
with,
so-
with an
Beauregard.
overview library book.
Yep. Beauregard.
Yeah, so they are...
Your fees
they,
are due.
Yeah, exactly. They do have a more military wing.
Oh. Well, that could be fun.
Hmm.
Perhaps.
All right, let's go see the book nerds.
All right.
Wonderful.
All right. As you leave, Shira comes back and crawls back into bed, saying that she's going to take a nice long rest. Thanks you profusely again, well, in a very curt teenagery way, for the time and trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But gives you that teenage vibe of, I also want to be completely by myself right now, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be honest...
Keiko's gonna pull out. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, Keiko has on her a I forget what exactly. She has a deck of cards and some dice, and she's just gonna be like, if you're ever bored, I'm sure you can entertain yourself, but here, and she'll pass the deck of
thanks.
cards and dice over. Keep your hands nimble. It's good for spellcasting. Practice shuffling really helps.
Oh. Thanks. See what I can do.
Shira, do you read?
Yeah, who doesn't read?
I don't.
I'm
Oh.
just learning. I was raised by moorbounders in the swamp.
Oh. Sorry.
It's okay. We all have strange backstories.
She's
as you
learning.
know. I'm learning. Well, maybe my books will be too easy for you then. I was gonna leave them for you, but they have pictures.
Leave them. I'll take a look. It's fine. Like, whatever.
Okay. Thank you. Or you're welcome. Well, have a good rest.
Thanks. All right. So...
Would you like Dax to stay with you?
No, I'm okay. I'm gonna sleep, and he's kind of warm.
That's
But-
fair.
Thanks.
Mhm.
You're welcome. Whatever. She's gonna crawl into bed and roll over as you head across town.
Keiko,
Yes?
you said you couldn't read?
No.
Do you want to learn?
Keiko's gonna be like, Goliaths don't need to read.
But you could
maybe
think of so many
could-
different words you could put together in your songs
That's true.
if you knew more.
Maybe I could use a professor to teach me. And she'll look at Dorlen.
Class
It's
will
ever-
be in session soon.
It's ever so fun.
No. Okay, Dorlen. You can try to teach me. I will try not to throw the books at you.
Oh, that's good dodging for me.
He has good armor for it.
I
That's
probably
true.
could use some help not getting hit.
With that, you head out, making your way over toward the Temple of Mentor. Once again, you find yourselves inside the Temple of Mentor. The Temple of the Mentor, I should say. And Iwo Zalare, the half-orc and, well, librarian of the temple, leans down and unfurls a map of the river district in front of you, with a circle noting a location within it. We suspect... oh, can't speak today. We suspect that a local baker named Crook is involved in the illegal trade of dangerous magical items. But we need proof before we involve the Hands of Ord. The circle on the map shows where his bakery is located. We assume that Crook does all of his black market business after sundown, when the bakery closes. You're going to investigate this. I suggest you wait until after hours to approach. I need you to do two things.
So-
Yes.
You said Kruick, not Crook. I thought you said Crook, and I'm like, that's
Crook.
very fitting.
Kruuk.
Kruick.
Yes, but it was very fitting. How literary of you. You must be very well read.
Not yet.
I'm quite pale, actually.
I've got a lot of work to do.
I see. Are you saying that you don't read?
Not yet. I know a little bit of music, but
We do have
we're-
adult learning classes here at the Temple of the Mentor.
See,
Well,
I
that
knew
might
this
be
was
it.
the
We
place we wanted
don't
to
want
go.
any advanced courses for Kaeko. We're gonna start at the basics.
I don't know the letters of the alphabet.
Which alphabet?
Any.
Interesting.
We
I
both
would've-
grew up
I would've
places
thought that
where
they
reading
would've-
was.
Did you not say before? Question said that you were formerly a member of the Aurora Watch,
Yes.
an officer of some type, or at least a sergeant,
Yes.
and they didn't teach you how to write.
No. They did not. They kind of were like, you have an axe, okay, you'll be a soldier. And then I got really good at directing people. And they're like, okay, you can do this. And they just kind of forgot. And I kind of may have not been necessarily open about the fact I can't read or write.
You had like a second officer that you were like,
Yep.
dictate my notes. I'm too important
Yes,
to read
yes.
or write. You will do it for me.
Alright,
Yeah.
here's the deal. If Kruuk is getting rid of magical items, he's potentially causing quite a kerfuffle. Dangerous things could be being released on the public without proper clearance. What I need you to do is twofold. Obtain proof that Old Man Kruuk is selling magic items on the black market, and confiscate any that you find. Bring them back to me. In return, what I'm going to give you is this up front. He reaches into his vestments and pulls out a flowing bag, well, a rather full bag that clinks with a satisfying sound as he sets it on the counter. 250 gold pieces up front. If you bring back proof that he's selling magic items, I'll match it again, as well as another 250 for each item retrieved from his bakery. This could be quite profitable if he is in as deep as we think he is.
And what happens with the items after?
We'll appraise them. If they can be used usefully, then they can be put into circulation. If they're dangerous, they'll likely be destroyed.
So we're working outside of the Hand of Ord.
Well, once you get proof, we'll be able to turn him over to the Hands of Ord. The hands, of
And
course,
keep
will.
items.
I'm sorry?
And you're going to keep the items or give those to Ord?
We work with the Hands of Ord to make sure the items are correctly processed. The hands don't have the knowledge in order to identify and correctly categorize the items. It is a mutual cooperation between them, but they will be aware of everything that you seize, yes.
Okay.
If we're aware of it, the Hands of Ord will be. However,
You guys don't have to happen to have a bag of holding on you, do you?
not on
Make
me.
it easy to carry these items around, back and forth. If there's a lot.
I do. Sort
Oh,
of.
Dorlen. You do, sort of.
Yeah, it's. I don't call it a bag of holding. It's more like a temporally provisional storage space.
Hmm.
Huh.
TPSS.
Yeah, and Dorlen will pat the pouch that he was mentioning earlier today. They wouldn't find anything. Everything's right in here.
Good. Well, is there anything else that I can do for you?
I think we're good.
Good to hear it. Question speaks highly of you. I hope that you can continue to make their opinion mine as well. You did good work with Ophidas. I hope you can do the same with Kruok.
Thank you. We'll do our best.
Well, good luck out there. Be pleased.
Be pleased.
You
Be
too.
pleased.
Be
I
pleased.
will be. In my mind, this guy is, I forget the actor's name, but it's the Allstate guy, you're in good hands, Allstate's hands, He played God
Oh,
in
yes.
Lucifer.
I was going to say he played God in Lucifer.
His
Yeah,
name's
he was on 24.
Dennis something. I forget his last name. Pretty sure it's
He's
Dennis.
Allstate guy.
Yeah, the Allstate guy.
Okay.
I just picture this, big half-orc with that really low, you're in good hands. The Cobalt Soul's hands type of voice.
Yes.
Oh,
Very-
him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That,
With that-
yeah, Dennis Haysbert.
Dennis hates Bert. Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Oh,
With that, he gestures to the door. I look forward to hearing back from you very soon. Tonight, if possible.
you guys are open all hours, right? Or you're 24-hour library or something?
Yes, the Cobalt Soul never sleeps, and I always find an excuse to stay that way as well.
So you never sleep? In any case, what are the hours for Kruok's shop?
He usually
You
closes
said to go
around
there after
sundown.
hours. Ah,
I'd
perfect.
say you've got about 3
Oh.
or 4 hours to kill.
Okay,
Perfect.
that aligns well.
As it does. Do you need anything else? You know how to make it to the River District. You've been in town long enough. No. It strikes me now that, although you've been in the city quite a while, you haven't really gotten to know it, have you?
No, but
Questions?
luckily the carriage drivers do.
Fair.
It's rather large.
Yes, it is. It makes me think that the way Question's been talking about you, you've been bouncing around like bocce balls.
What's
Going from-
bocce?
A game with balls. Going from task to task. Being propelled by
Never
forces
played that
beyond your
game before.
control.
I definitely play different games with balls, but
Hmm.
Oh, what do you play?
sex. Mostly.
Well, on that note, I
Oh!
think it's probably best that you head out, and we can pick up this discussion later.
Oh, I was wondering, if somebody were, not that we know anybody like this, but obviously not. But if somebody were to have innate magical abilities and not have the complete control over them, do you know what kind of if there would be a way to like help?
Yes. Immediate execution.
Oh,
What?
I'm kidding.
okay. We don't know. No, forget I asked. Nothing here. Nothing to see here.
Anyone
Shit.
not in charge of their mystical faculties would obviously be schooled, trained.
Is it cost anything?
It depends. If the person is of means, of course. But if I'm gathering that this is someone who is a bit down on their luck.
Yes.
Yeah, often.
We
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, we rescued an orphan from the street and they have nowhere to live, work, eat.
So long as they did a bit of work around the Temple of the Mentor, I'm sure that we could find a place for them.
That makes sense.
If they want to.
If they want to.
If they even exist.
Hypothetically.
If they don't exist, we're unfortunately all full up. But if they do, I'm sure we can find room.
Our aunt's cleric fate.
What are you talking about?
Sorry.
Zanata's just kind of in the background, leaning against the wall, going, "What did I get myself into?" I thought I'd gotten to know them, but
Ewo Zalare is gonna look at you across the room, and you're gonna have that orc moment of just like just eyebrows, just all like rock eyebrows, just.
When you said orc, I just imagined them both like putting a ball in their nose.
Yeah, when you said it like that.
No, that's what Kaeko does.
I heard that too.
Hey, we don't kink shame here.
Kelly!
We don't
That's
kink
true.
shame here.
We don't.
unfortunately, I cannot raise one eyebrow on command. I can only do it accidentally. So now that I'm thinking about it, I can't do it. But
Dorlen's just gonna look at Sabina and just be like, Aunt Cleric Fate? How do you come up with this stuff and just leave? It's just complete.
All right, so you head out, giving yourselves a couple of hours to prep for this adventure. And I think that on that note, we are going to take a quick washroom break. We'll be right back. Hello everyone, we're back. This is the part of the program where we are going to talk to you, the chat. And apparently someone in the chat is saying that every other NPC in the Living Tower of Carthax looks like me. What the hell is the Living Tower of Carthax, and whose likeness rights am I going to have to sue for?
Also,
Sorry.
you need to tell us that dirty joke.
Okay, quick content warning for a dirty joke based
Yeah.
on what happened. Hold on, I'm looking up the Living Tower of Carthax, one sec. NPCs. I don't have
well,
any
in the
NPCs.
meantime, then
In the
look
meanwhile,
what I got today.
Oh,
Nice.
There's my
I
extra
got my
light.
decal. I got my decal
It's so
today.
plush. Like it actually,
It looks
feels.
so
it's got-
big.
it's got a
Mhm.
lot of like, I guess, I don't know what depth.
They
to
can't
the
see
plot.
it very well because I have the blue screen.
Oh
the blue
yeah,
screen right
the
now.
blue screen.
Oh my god, I gotta go
Oh,
over to
right.
this.
You can kind of see it.
that.
You can see the extra
Oh,
life.
okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty deep. It's like 2 knuckles.
Ah.
And
All right, are you
Solid
ready for
knuckles.
the joke?
yes.
All right. What did Kaeko Skaar say when she got to the ball? I can go deeper.
Oh my god.
That was pretty mild. I thought you had something way worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
I
kind
thought
of
it was
expecting
gonna be
something to
more
make me snort. But...
explicit. Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, I got
That's
a
all good.
goddamn it of Traz in the chat, so.
Yeah.
very good though.
Oh, thank you. All right, so any questions, comments, concern from the chat? We got some emotions up in here.
Just a few.
What are those?
Mhm.
What are those?
Very good. Dorlen, that backstory. Sad. Though it makes sense. Now
there.
the scene makes sense that you had for your like emotional damage scene.
Yeah.
Also, all of you,
Good job, Kelly.
all of you have put. Thank you. I did put a whole granola in my mouth for that. It was like
Yeah.
half of one. The character survey I sent you out. You guys have all filled that out, right? So I have all of your secret
I believe
secrets.
so.
Good.
Yes.
Cool.
Mhm.
Oh, my secrets, right? Yes.
Yep. No. All. Yep. Absolutely. No. I haven't.
Fucking do it.
I can't
Chris.
remember what was on mine, but we discussed the whole character before.
I know your
and
character
so-
better than I know anybody else's character because it's the most recent.
Yeah.
So Chris, toss that in when you have some time because I don't even remember what your brother's name is.
Is
It was-
there
it
a way
was-
for you to send it back to me?
Yeah, totally.
I might have
May-
forgotten some of my answers.
Maybe not in the
Nelrod.
moment. Yeah, that was wondering. Thank you.
No, that's
Thank you
fine.
for-
It doesn't have to be right now.
It's
Hold
probably on the
Nether-
wiki.
Nelrod. Netherdeep.
No.
Might be farther
His-
back in your
His name's
email
probably
too.
on the wiki. Right.
I got a
Random
copy of it sent to
From
myself.
that like one moment that he was briefly mentioned.
So Caitlan, I can absolutely print this off for you, or like send you a PDF of it. So,
Oh, that'd be great.
Perfect.
You want me to
Thank
send you Caitlin's? Okay.
Oh no.
Spoilers.
Just having the PDF copy back of the questionnaire that you do.
Yeah, you should have a
Garen,
copy.
is that right? Should that say?
Garen, yeah. You should have a copy sent back to you. Select response destination. Yeah, so
If you forget to push the button, though.
Oh, do you have to push a special button? I always
Yes,
make
you
it
have
that
to
it's-
smash a button.
Damn it! I thought. Hold
Oh,
on.
did you? Because I just
You can
got
export
No,
it.
them to
it's,
sheet.
I have it set as send responders a copy of their response always. So you double check that it didn't.
So once
send
you
it to
submit, you should get an email from it.
Yeah, but double
Okay.
check later. You should have it. If not, it takes me 30 seconds to do a print a PDF. So, quick thing for all of you new DMs: if you're running a game and you want your characters to have deep and involved backstories, for one, lighten up. You don't need that much backstory. It actually hamstrings you, in my opinion. You want bullet points that can be expanded on throughout play, and also then players don't feel like super confined. Because I don't know about y'all, I have written a character with a huge backstory and then been like, crap, I actually don't like parts of this. I wish that I could change it, but but my father was left-handed, so I obviously couldn't join the platoon.
So I'm finding that difficult for the heroes' secrets that we rolled.
Are you?
Yeah.
You don't like that one?
How Kaeko is as a person, I thought it would work when I built her, but then I introduced Bodhi, and then that totally threw that secret out.
Let me remind myself what it is. So you can edit this. You can change this if you want.
So
If
I know,
if there's something that's not working that hasn't been introduced, I am a fan of the floating backstory. Like, it's not in play until it's on the table.
Well, let me just quickly whip out Wild Mount.
I know Dorlen's it's kind of out already. You don't mind if I mention it, do you,
Okay.
Kelly?
Okay.
Dorlen's was the you have a criminal background, and so you have proficiency in intimidate, and I think thieves' tools or something like that. And so I was
Oh,
just
see,
like,
I didn't
oh.
get anything for my
was like-
secret.
I was
Really?
like,
I
oh,
did.
Oh, I'm a
Mine
criminal.
didn't.
Or at least I'm on the
I
run.
did, but
So-
What's the
It was
oh,
limited.
fucking page?
Yeah,
was
so
it?
that actually like was just like, oh, so this is why he's an ex-professor, and I just kept on snowballing from there. He's
That's
like
great.
ex-professor. Oh, the X stands for extraordinary. Like
I'm
and-
funny.
Yeah.
I always forget that I'm funny. Like, sorry, it's one of those things that, like, come on, you guys are funny people too. But when you're looking at something you've written and you're like, I'm like, quick note, because we don't know what type of module this is right now, you may be part of a pre-existing party prior to game. We have to be flexible during session 0. The answers are Roger, Roger, and not Roger, Roger.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, that's very good. Yes,
Yes.
I like that.
I'm
Enjoyed
dumb
that.
and clever at the same time, and it's my favorite.
I'm just searching through the heroes book. Yeah, I didn't get anything with my thing, so that's fun to find out. You guys got bonuses to your character?
I
Tabletop
kind of
Titties is
did,
in
but
the
it was
chat.
like, you've got this because of this. So I was like, I guess I have to save this for this. So
So
without revealing
that's
too much.
fair. Soon. Hello, Tabletop Titties. Thank you for the raid. Quick thing. T3. So T3. Kelly, if you're in the chat right now, let me know if I can say the thing. You know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink. Nose.
This Kelly here in front
what's
of
up?
me. I just sent you a message in Messenger, which is a reminder of what my secret was, which may have, I don't know, not interesting, but like kind of plays into where we're at the moment. Maybe?
It was, yes. Yes.
So it was the hero table? Where the frick is that again?
I forget. Was it in Wildmount or was it in Tal'Darai Reborn?
No, it's Wild
No, I
Mount.
think it's Wild Mount.
Yeah, and the Heroic Chronicle it was under.
Okay.
Try 30. I don't know why 30 is in my head, but try 30.
I'm in
Which
the
I think
Heroic
it's in-
Chronicle. Is that the ally relationships?
It's
Yeah,
the very
yeah,
last
it's
thing.
near
Yeah,
the end
very
of
last
that.
one.
The
Fateful
mysterious
moments?
secret?
Your faithful moment, yeah.
Oh.
Fateful moment or mysterious secret? Which one is it?
I think we did mysterious.
Look up the
Secrets.
one
The
that
one
has a
where you
criminal
could
background.
possibly. I think it's the
Yeah.
one that. It's the one where you could randomly end up being like a were creature too, isn't there? One of those where you could be like, oh,
Mhm.
I think one of the options is like, oh, you're a were tiger.
Yeah, don't roll that
I
one.
was like,
Oh, see, I'm pretty sure I rolled mysterious secret, so I didn't get anything from it.
Oh,
Because someone told me to roll mysterious secret.
I don't know who would have told you that. Oh,
So
I
my
just
secret was
I just saw it.
for-
I don't like it.
yeah, no, my
I
secret
thought that-
was where was it?
I thought we all
mm,
rolled, and Kelly told us what we rolled on whatever table.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. So,
Yeah,
so
but I think Kelly told me the wrong thing.
I didn't
Ah!
tell you the
Oh,
wrong
no.
thing. I told you the right thing just at the wrong time. Hold on one second.
Yes.
I do like overall, even without the like little extras and whatnot that you get or could get from it. I really enjoyed the Heroic Chronicle like format, like especially being like, oh, what should I play for this that fits in with the not knowing too much about the campaign setting. And it was just like, oh, okay, this and that. It was funny because the first concept that I had for the game was like I rolled a couple of things and I was like, oh, how can I tie those together? And just kind of went with that. And but I thought it was fun. It was just like, oh, okay,
Oh, okay.
You do this. Oh,
So
you got it.
I found why. I found why, Robin. It's because you rolled one that we haven't been using. Because, yeah. So what I would like you to do is not pay attention. I would like you to roll or would you like me to roll the d20 for you? Do you want to do it or should I?
I wouldn't mind doing
Okay,
it.
you do it, and you don't tell the chat because they can always look it up. You send me a message on Messenger privately right now. And
Okay,
I will tell you, and what I won't tell you to re-roll if you get somebody else's. I will just say up or down. And
Okay.
it'll be the next available one.
It's a neat way to make characters and tie them in, though.
It really is.
Think
I
about
love-
everything.
So mine was my old secret was basically I had an imaginary friend that that was the only person I trusted.
Mhm.
Your imagination.
Yeah.
You imagined him so hard that everyone else saw
Yeah.
imagined Bodhi.
So
Yep.
I will.
Keiko's a mage.
So it's like once we put in the character that had like she had a husband, I'm like, this doesn't actually make sense. And I've been trying to see if I could play it.
Or maybe Sabina's your imaginary friend.
Roll again. That you rolled. You rolled the thing that we decided was not on the table.
Where, Kaeko?
You like, yeah, she rolled where, Kaeko.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And the next one
Everything.
up was another where one.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hi, Charlie. Thanks for barking during my recording, bro.
Hey, at least it's on the break.
All right, roll and send it to me.
All right. Do.
Do.
I like that number.
Well, that doesn't work for what I have put in canon. So
Okay, well, roll again then.
yeah, that's what I did roll.
Yeah, I guess these are kind of hard once you already have a defined character.
Yup. There. That's the one I just rolled.
Give us dog or give us death. Cake or death.
Kaeko death.
Keiko death?
Cake or
What a
death.
way to go.
That could work.
What a way to go.
Almost out of popcorn, guys.
That's fair.
Oh no.
You need to
so
save
that
it
could
for
work.
Strixhaven.
The one after it could work as
We got more
well.
for
It's a
them.
little iffy. And
There, Keiko. There, castle.
alternatively,
Most glorious mountainous
here,
castle.
tell you what, I'm gonna roll a d20 for you
Cap.
because
Cap.
that's way too high.
Oh, we need to fix that. Mountainous. Gotta add mountainous.
So that's right. So that because I was like hearing you guys saying you have got stuff. I'm like, my thing just said I had an imaginary friend. Like,
So no.
I didn't get a bonus.
Little do you know, one of those invisible stalkers was your imaginary
No,
friend.
this is you
Oh,
Robin, you're
man.
saying I picked wrong.
Yep.
Okay. So here
I
is
didn't say
what
I
you
didn't pick
rolled.
wrong. I just saying I miss either some
No,
which table I
you were
chose
visited
from.
by a demon lord in a dream. Was that it?
Oops.
No.
No?
There was literally
Oh,
like you don't trust. I can't even find it, but I just know what did I
don't know. Hold on one sec.
I don't know.
Okay, 1 second.
I think I rolled from the wrong any wrong table.
Hold on. I'm just double checking something real quick. And then that is that. Cool. So, what you had originally rolled, because yes, that is you. That is you. Cool. I was like, oh god, did I forget that someone's backstory had this? They did not. I did not. Don't worry, it's fine. What you originally rolled was you were visited in a dream by a demon lord. You awaken knowing the Find Familiar spell and are now able to cast it as a ritual, but your familiar always takes the form of a closet. You also have a random form of indefinite madness determined by rolling on the indefinite madness table, which was an imaginary friend that you only trusted.
Oh.
It was really convoluted. It was a really convoluted
Very.
thing.
Ah.
So I'm pretty sure that's why you had the madness, unless somebody else rolled that and they decided they hated it, and I left it marked off for that reason.
I don't think
No,
so.
that makes sense.
No,
I don't think so
that
either.
I think that sounds familiar. I think that sounds
Well, it sounds fine familiar.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Waka waka.
You're
waka.
just destined to have a familiar, Keiko.
Yeah. I just didn't write that part down. I just wrote I had an imaginary friend that I
Yeah,
didn't
so
trust
I would
anyone
say-
else.
Given your backstory, take one of the two that I just rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, because those can still come up without a problem.
Mhm.
I agree, Loscrack.
Most
I
Very
would
few
like
things do
5.
madness, right?
Or just don't pretend you guys didn't hear that one. Yeah.
I
What?
like having many
What?
of them as well.
I was talking.
Yeah.
I was listening to.
Cool. And
Christa
Christine, you
talking.
rolled on this already, right? It's in your secret portion.
No, we hadn't because
Oh, okay. Roll a d20 and send me a message. We'll give you something. We'll give you an extra fun.
Okay, so is it the
go.
mysterious secret or the fateful moment?
No.
Because I thought the
Fateful
fateful moment was
moment,
based
fateful
on what we
moment.
decided already.
Fateful moment is just a thing in your background. You can have one.
Okay.
And if it gives you an extra ability, it does. Just send me a PM. Madness is iffy in tabletop role-playing games
Mhm.
because especially like old World of Darkness games, they really punished you. Like having mental disorders was kind of like it was both a joke and in some of the systems, like the less human you were or humane you were, the more insane you became. I'm glad that in most recent editions of the game, they've been like, oh yeah, having depression doesn't actually make you inhuman.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
nice
that
little
was,
update.
Yeah.
Are the alien games everywhere now? Or are they just on Patreon?
The alien games are everywhere now.
Okay, if you want a good madness system, their like their disorders or whatever it was had like their version of depression is the best gamified version of depression I have ever seen. It was I read it and I was like, oh god, mood. Like
Interesting.
it's basically like if you get depression, you aren't able to like recoup any kind of energy for that day. And then you're just kind of stuck not being able to gain back any points or whatever. Or no, you can't get rid of stress because stress is what you build up in that game. So you cannot by any means get rid of stress until the next day, and then you have to roll to see if you're able to get rid of stress. And I was like, that is the clearest definition of depression I have ever seen written out.
Christine, roll percentiles and send me the result.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
Boop, boop, boop.
Beep a doop boop.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh, just reading the thing on what I actually get from things is nice.
Christine, I'll give you a best of 2 on that.
Okay, so roll again.
Yeah, or you can pick up or down. I don't think that is particularly useful for you as a character.
Okay.
Does everyone like my
So
furry
that was the
flail?
original thing.
I like
It's great.
it.
It's cute.
It's so fluffy.
Yeah.
It's so good.
You like it because it's pink.
Fluffy.
And
They
I
have them-
mean, it is a good color.
I got it from Staples. They might still have them at Staples.
Ooh.
Nice.
And the best part is they actually like remove too, so you could just like take it off and have a regular pen.
That's awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have it flooping while I'm writing.
And-
That was
Or when the
Yeah,
pen
when
runs
you-
out,
counter.
You put it on
it's
the
a counterweight.
back and it's like-
Yeah.
or when the pen runs out, you can attach it to something else.
Exactly.
You don't just lose the floof.
Lose the
Okay.
floof.
So Christine, I'll let you pick down or up on the first one or down on the second one.
Down on the second one.
Okay. I will send you that right away as soon as I flip to it. Doop, doop, doop. So yeah, my suggestion for Dungeon Masters of all variety, it's be flexible. And like, if there's something that you're like, oh, my character, my wizard just got something really not useful for them, that, yeah, like, I don't know, be flexible. Because, like, honestly...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And,
want
thanks-
everyone to be comfortable with
and
what
to
they're
have
doing,
something
right?
that's useful for them and interesting, right? Like, it's way different for like if Kaeko got, like, a magic sword than if, like, Dorlen got a magic sword, for example. You know, it just doesn't make as much sense. It could be good, but you want to run it by the player and be like, is that a good idea? Is that something you want?
Yeah, make sure that they feel like they can do something with it.
Well, or if there's something that's super redundant, like, for example, one of these gives you like a potion of water breathing, if you get it right. But here's a pro tip about Call of the Netherdeep. Eventually, you're all going to be able to do that for some reason, because otherwise the game gets a lot shorter.
We all die of drowning.
Yeah, exactly.
I've already done that once.
Okay,
That's
so you
all
said
right.
down. You said down 2, which means that you get.
Okay.
And I'm just going to send you a photo of the entry.
Sweet.
There you go.
Well, this is fun. That makes that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it was for me. It was like it's really hard for Kaeko because I built her to like she loves Bodhi and trusts him, so she can't have an imaginary friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
You could, but it would just be not the only person you love and trust.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So anyway, anybody, let's see, anybody from the chat have any questions, comments, concerns? TK Digiboy asked, can a cleric change their domain if they lose their deity? I mean, yeah. I don't see why not. Like, if you're fine with it and the DM's fine with it, yeah, do it. Like, people change
It's a big
religions
fun
all the time in
story
real
arc
life.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, just
Really,
dedicate
you
yourself
know.
to a new god.
Exactly. Right? Like, I mean, people convert all the time. Like,
I mean, role play it, but
I honestly
Yeah.
say that if you really want to, you can change entire classes. You can be like, you know what? I was a cleric, but I want to give it up. I want to be a druid now. I want to I want to forget everything I learned about Pelor and go worship a tree.
Mhm.
Why not?
Yeah. See, I think
Trees are
you would
cool.
need a really good storyline reason for that, because especially if you're higher level, it's like all of a sudden you have 20, you have 15 levels in a class you've never practiced. I think if you have a cool storyline, like a god comes down and is like, yeah, you know what, you're right. I think that could be very cool.
I have chosen you to join me in the eternal realm of... Oh, hold on a second. Getting another call. It's the Netherdeep. Traz, it's for you. All right.
And this is where
someone-
Traz's madness begins.
Yes.
Someone in the chat has asked if people would introduce themselves and their characters.
Hi, the original player.
That's the original player. He's the original.
Yeah.
I'm Kelly. I'm the DM, and I'm dressed like Matt Lucifer for that reason. I'm
Don't
wearing
sound
a
too
vest.
enthused.
Yay. That's me. That's me. We're going to do this for about 5 more minutes and then hop back into game, by the way, everybody. But if you want to say a quick one, then I will answer JVu's question about paladins.
We'll go around circles with Robin.
Yeah, Robin.
Well,
Give yourself the
well,
10-second
hello
example.
there. Well, hello there. The name is Kaeko Skaar. It's a pleasure to meet you, the original player. I'm the barbarian of the group, and well, it's a pleasure for you to meet me.
That's such a good line.
All right.
I'm Sabina Moorden. She's a Lotus Den halfling and a Beastmaster Ranger, and her animal companion is a moorbounder named Dax.
Chris.
And
Rar. I'm Chris, or Diggy Blog in the chat and the Discord, and I'm playing Dorlen Wildrock, the hyper not. Whoa, look, a castle.
Yep, go. Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan, our petite medic in the chat, and I play Xarria Rainn, the tiefling cleric of the Raven Queen of the group.
And
All right.
hello, I'm Christine. I'm Lady Liliana in the chat, and I am playing Zenata Vosh, our orc fighter.
Yes. All right, so
Specifically,
that
an
is
Echo Knight fighter.
Yeah. And if you want to know more about these characters, a great place to start would be over on youtube.com/dorktales or wherever you get your podcasts. Although this part is cut out of the podcast because it would just kind of drag if it was in there, where you can't just look at our shiny faces.
but come join us on Discord. Speaking of our shiny faces, you can find our shining faces through ping.gg, which is a wonderful service for doing this kind of streaming. And our wonderful friend Bryn, who is on our Strixhaven Patreon stream and has played in many of our games, is one of their founders.
It is absolutely true. Okay, and Robin, do all the things that I am telling you for your thing. All right, so other question that was in the chat there was... Oh, hey, welcome to the Discord. Okay, so what was the question? Kelly, do you allow paladins in your game to run based on alignment of their deity, or do they have to be lawful good? So in 5e, paladins, I don't believe are actually tied to a deity specifically anymore. They're pretty open.
No.
Yeah, it's all about your
No one
oath,
is, not
right?
even clerics are.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all about your oath.
So, and in my homebrew, paladins are specifically tied. So they're not necessarily tied to their alignment, but they kind of are. They're more tied to alignment than they are to any god. Very much so. Like in Elos, it's your oath or like the part of the oath that you represent, right? So it's your vow that you draw your strength from. Check the wiki for backstory reasons on why that exists, because the god of death did some funny things in his youth. He's like, I can't take care of everything. Here, I'll give you superpowers like I'm Thor.
Nice.
There, in a somewhat like Pathfinder, a D&D offshoot was Unearthed Arcana Unearthed, which had, instead of a paladin, had a champion, which very much was way before what 5e paladins are now, where you pick an oath. But champions had an oath that you could be a champion of a city, you could be a champion of an ideal, and then they also had a template that you could build your own layout and be like, have this, and this, and you can adjust it color wise. I had a friend that played a champion of leadership, and the dice always worked that if you didn't listen to him, you died. So many nat ones were rolled when you did when he didn't tell you what to do. So, no, don't climb that statue. Nat 1 dead.
Robin, did you send those in the order that I asked?
Yep.
Okay. That cropped weird. Oh no, it didn't.
Oh boy.
Yeah, see, like Conquest Paladin, like it's kind of hard to be a lawful good Conquest Paladin.
I just heard like a beep. That was weird. Like someone pressing a button on a phone, like an old phone.
No, I didn't hear that.
It's the Netherdeep calling. Traz, we told you
Traz.
not to send them through.
Yeah,
You
seriously.
have to hold the calls.
Oh my god.
Hold the calls.
I'm muted. Hello?
Was the
Wait,
Oath
I go like
of
this.
Conquest the Fear one?
Oh,
They
Yeah.
didn't answer.
Rude.
So
Rude.
Very.
hang on, I'll answer.
Rude.
somebody in another game of that I was playing in, Christa, they let me play an Oath of Conquest Paladin that was a. We got the idea from another book. It was one of the Horde of the Dragon Queen ones, and they let me play a paladin that was an Oath of Conquest oath, and they were a dragon that was being punished and permanently transformed into a human. And so the oath things, we just completely changed the fluff on them. So like the aura of fear was the dragon's frightful presence starting to
I
come out.
love that.
And just started like using that, and
Nice.
we
That's very
changed
good.
the different things a little bit depending on like just kind of like the oath and the fluff a little bit for it to kind of match that a little bit more. But that was a lot of fun to play a Oath of Conquest that wasn't a complete asshole.
That's very, very good.
So, question from the chat. Do you make your own outfits, or do you get a friend to make them, or buy the outfits? All of the above.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is
Christa-
all
all-
Christa.
This is all bought. Strixhaven's all
Yeah,
Christa.
this is all bought.
Except no, your headgear isn't.
Oh, yep. No, this is not Christa.
Yes,
I mean,
That's-
I
like-
or my shirt. This shirt.
Robin, your headgear
What?
over in Strixhaven you made.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's true. I
yes.
did make my headgear in Strixhaven. That's true.
Chris-
Yes, there are
Christine's-
definitely a number of things that were made by other folks. Yeah.
Christine's outfit is a failed Wish or a failed AliExpress order of mine.
It worked out really well for his
Convenient.
character. And then I
Right,
got a
that
few
did-
things off Amazon and whatnot.
That didn't come out the way that it looked. That shirt.
It really well. That's why it actually ended up being free. So I was like,
the same
Oh,
"Oh, do you have the
nice.
same one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you?"
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
you
that's why
didn't
we were
see him put it
joking
on
about
earlier?
him having
You didn't
married
see the
Zanata in
joke where
beginning.
Oh, I
Dorlen
was-
was.
I just
She's
assumed he
wearing
was
it.
borrowing like something else.
It's
Anyway,
Dorlen Vosh now.
Dorlen Vosh. Wow.
No,
it's
thank
not-
you.
I would warn you, it's not easy being green.
It's really not, because these ears are cracking horribly. I need
Do
to.
you want? Do you
file a
remember?
retainer
I just
score.
bought ears, like green ears,
That's true. I
like
should
molded
see
plastic ones.
how close they are to my color.
Cup of Tiefling is absolutely correct. Thank you very much, Cup of Tiefling.
great
You
name.
are.
Aw.
That's amazing.
Aw.
And I love you. I'm sorry I didn't want it to come out like this, but it did. Also, I just feel special about you, Cup of Tiefling. I want tea now. Damn it, Cup of Tiefling. Why do you do this to me? You
I want
instill
my
a
tea on
craving
a
deep inside of me.
drive.
This relationship that you have with them has been a roller coaster of the last 30 seconds.
Right?
Yeah, that's
Totally.
That sounds like my life.
Well, and
You're on my
honestly,
bomb.
instead of giving like a quick rundown of the game, I would recommend going to our wiki.
Go
There
to the
is, in
wiki.
fact, a very lovely written rundown in there from our wiki lords. So I'll put that together.
Yes.
It covers
and
a lot
check out
more
the
detail than
Discord,
we
too.
could.
come back tomorrow night where I will give a comprehensive rundown of 4 seasons before our mid-season finale tomorrow. Hopefully mid-season finale, because
Ooh.
I spent like
Of
3
shards.
hours building the freaking fight. It's gonna,
I'm
my head's gonna explode.
excited.
I'm not gonna.
Excited.
To answer your question, JView, I have no idea what that is. So no.
What is?
A Hitoshi hat with cat ears.
No idea.
I feel
No
like we should
idea.
ask Kat.
Is that like the tiny hats?
Mhm.
Caitlin,
I don't
what's
know.
a
I'm
I'm
Hitoshi
assuming
hat?
it might be a cosplay.
I'm not sure. Let me take a
TK, we've had a
look.
wiki for 3 years.
Clearly, we didn't talk about it enough.
How do I get there? Just go exclamation mark wiki? Yeah, it's right there.
There you go.
Is
Been there for 3 years.
Character?
Random just posted it.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. It must be a character.
Did Random just post it? I just posted it.
It just posted.
Random
it
did
before you.
earlier.
Is
Oh,
the
yeah.
picture for Valis still?
Is the picture for Valis still the if I had one?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's pretty
that,
great.
that
Probably.
person.
Yep, it is.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay,
Traps.
so folks, we're going to be heading back into game in about a minute or so. Anything else that we should talk about real quick? Any other special announcements? Adventure Dice is doing a charity stream in not too long that we're going to be participating in. Everybody on our Patreon at patreon.com/dorktales is getting a big special treat this month because let's see, I have so what we do is we have a behind the scenes podcast that only goes on the Patreon for $5 tier and up. We have at least 1 episode a month of a game that is saved for if we're sick or something like that on every other channel, but Patreon gets at least 1 of those a month for free. This month I'm recording 2, almost 3, missing it by 3 days or 4 days or something like that. The 3rd episode of it. It's going to be phenomenal. I spent all day working on it today, and I got Christine's seal of approval on the plot.
I have heard the pitch. It is great.
I'm excited.
And
So the
then
people who are going to be
let's-
playing that, it's going to be amazing and so much fun. And oh my god, Patreon, it's going to be great. You're going to love it.
Nice. Let's see what else. And then also you get advanced access to Strixhaven, which ran last night. We're 4 episodes deep in Strixhaven, and I
Deep
finally
is
let
right.
I let my Kyle out last night, and
Oh my God.
Was that a good Kyle?
It was very good. I hated it, but in like the
I
best
hated it
way.
so much too because
It
I
was
was like,
so
what do I
bad.
do? What do I do? Do I take a swing? Do I take a swing? No, don't take a swing, Kelly. Don't do it. I'm like, but I stepped up, you know. I was like, what?
It-
What?
Yeah, I was debating. I was like, do I take the
He's just
the
too
bait?
handsome.
It's true, yeah. And then the MVP character got introduced, and we're not going to tell you about that because you got to join the Patreon to find
It's
out about
true.
that one.
So for those advanced games, so Strixhaven, there's a 3-month cooldown, then you'll be able to get it in real life, because it'll go everywhere. Per episode, it'll be like every 2 weeks or so. And then when the Patreon expands, so right now we are at 103-ish Patreon patrons,
Fuck yeah!
which means that I'm in the process of writing a book for our setting, our homebrew setting. And for those of you who are like, you guys have a homebrew setting? You guys don't really run very many homebrew games. Oh, just wait. I have been slaving over something that is hopefully going to go into the works in the next 3 to 4 months. A new thing, but I need to kill some other things first because I only have so many nights in the week. But so yeah, as long as we're above 100, I'm going to keep writing that book. I've come up with several feats that are going to be published on the Patreon this month. One that makes Robin very, very happy. One that would make Winter very, very happy in our Shards and Urn game. That allows you to
Which
sneak
one?
attack
What?
with spells.
I don't know. What's the one that makes me happy?
The one that allows you to cast while raging.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Fun.
Though we don't do
Uh,
homebrew feats in this, which is unfortunate.
We don't do homebrew feats in this one, unfortunately, but you're just happy to see barbarians get more range and
It's
more
true.
rage.
I love them.
But also, if we hit 115, our good friend Jen is going to run a Mage the Ascension, the Technocracy game. And we are going to put in for art for a game of the Radiant Citadel, which Robin's going to run. And I think I know what I'm going to play if I play in that one. If you invite me into it, Robin.
Oh,
you
please, you know that number one spot's reserved for you, sir.
Number one spot reserved for Amy.
Yeah, it's the DM chair, right?
Lost Crack, thank you very much. We enjoyed doing that podcast a lot, and I might be trying to talk Kelly into continuing that. Just saying.
All right.
Just
So,
saying. I'm trying to talk him into talking about stuff. And I know Kelly likes to talk, so it's pretty easy.
I know. Yeah, sorry. It's just I want to talk about a warm wind blowing over the mountains.
I know you
Do you have a minute?
You got a minute?
Do you have a minute to
Got a
talk about a
minute?
warm wind blowing over the mountains? Also, quick notice for those of you who are getting on the buying bonus XP train. The bonus XP train is only for our Chronicles of Darkness and World of Darkness games. So you can buy Drama Bombs, Determination, or Hurt the Moors right now. Those are the useful ones.
Yeah.
To put
So
into.
those who have bought the bonus XP, I have refunded you.
Yes.
So
you've
you've been sent the points back.
The players appreciate it, but save those points if you want to use that for the next Mage the Ascension game, which is going to be on the 8th of October. And they're
Buy us all
Or-
the XP then.
Or vampire.
No, buy us the XP.
and
Heard
the
the
original,
Moors
Dubs
are always
need
welcome
XP.
here.
the Doves need it. And the original
Mhm.
player, yes, Out of the Abyss is on my short list of other modules to run. But I kind of want to run some of my own stuff because a writer, I do what I do. There we go. Thanks, Trez.
There we go, Traz.
Thank you, Trez.
Cool. So we're going to head back into game in about 30 seconds, like real 30 seconds. I just want to say thank you all for tuning in and for enjoying this episode of Call of the Netherdeep. You are loved dearly, more dearly than you could ever know. And
Also, the original player, you can blame Spelljammer for not running Out of the Abyss yet.
oh yeah. Well, no, we were going to run Descent into Avernus.
Descent over.
Oh, not right.
Which I'm
not Out of
really
the Abyss.
glad that we're not running because there are a couple of mechanics in that for like it just feels like it's a bit heavy. It feels like it's a bit much to like run. But I'll talk
Fair.
more about
3
that
Hurt
later.
the Moors and a drama bomb. 4 Hurt
Oh,
the
God,
Moors
more.
and a drama bomb.
You guys are being mean.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you know what?
Tell
This is
them
what
what's
you people do.
peak
You do.
Yeah.
Hey,
Alright.
I do it at the beginning of the game. I don't do it halfway through.
See, the
I
original
start at
player,
the beginning, pay them all, and that's it.
the Descent into Avernus, the reason I don't want to do it is soul
Goodness.
coins. Because you have to drive around like Mad Max dune buggies, but they're powered by soul coins. And I don't want to have to worry about an internal currency engine made of
Yeah.
souls to get the cars. I have enough trouble getting my own car full of fuel. I don't want to roleplay it, okay? And I just don't want to deal with that crap. Okay,
too
I
real.
don't, and no offense to Wizards of the Coast, but man, it's 2022. I can't handle that. It's too stressful. But Out of the Abyss, I'm interested in, and everybody in our Discord, well, mostly on YouTube, wants me to run Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and
With
maybe
no in.
what?
With no in.
We're
The
just gonna
in
skip
is
through
the-
it. We're just gonna skip
So-
through it.
You either need to play it entirely about the in, or no in
Yeah.
at all.
I think you
No
do it
in
with it.
between.
And then the other two things that I'd be interested in running that are modules, just real quick. One is Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, but it's 290 pages of story, which means I'd be running it for the next 3 years, and I already have a 4-year-long game. And the other is the Sunken Isles book, which seems like it would only be 20 sessions because you gain a level every session, which I like that one a little better.
That's fun.
JVU, thank you very much. I did run Curse of Strahd. It's on the YouTube. It's not great. I'm considering making a Patreon goal / a charity stream goal where I will run an isekai version of Gender Bent Curse of Strahd.
Wait, what? Oh,
What?
Yeah, so this is going to be,
It's a
I haven't
lot.
announced this publicly, but I'm willing to run a short, like 6 to 10 episode long Curse of Strahd, but Curse of Strahdette.
So
where
like,
it's-
so what? I'm a vampire.
So it's gender bent Strahd, so it's Baroness Strahd or Countess Strahd.
Oh my god.
And it's done like an isekai anime where you all show up and have like weird isekai powers.
Oh.
So
Do
because
that or
Amy
Strahd
dared me.
must die tonight.
Strahd Must Die is great, or Weekend at Strahd's.
See, I want Hotel Ravenloft just as like
I was
a.
gonna
I
say,
would
like to
Hotel
buy that shirt
Barovia
on her.
again.
I know it's very good.
Hotel Ravenloft was a hell of a lot of fun to run.
It
That
was
was
amazing.
That was
Yeah.
chaos. I love it.
Oh, it was
All right. Strahdette.
Okay.
No, it's not Strahdette. It's like Bowsette. Okay. All right, folks. Guess what
Oh,
time
gosh.
it is? It is 8 minutes
the
past
more
the time
o'clock.
I said we would be hopping back into game 8 minutes ago. So,
Mm.
thank you very much for your patience, ladies, germs, and other multi-celled organisms. Almost said orgasms. That's still kind of
So wait,
Multi-cell-
for
I
a
mean, it is-
second.
It is Critical Role.
Second, ladies, germs, and So ladies are down with multi-celled organisms.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
all multi-celled
We're all
organisms,
multi-celled
but okay,
organisms.
science person.
We're a
I'm gonna
bit
double
more
check your
advanced.
BSC later. Make sure it's not just BS.
Oh.
Bet not as good as
Singer.
my bubba boofa muffa.
Mufa.
No, it's not. No, I don't have a muffa. I have a bubba boofama.
Nice.
Bubba Boofama.
That's if I
You
put that
do.
behind my name, it would be Kelly Clark. Bubba boofama. It would, because I'm a bachelor of fine arts, and a master.
It just
Yes.
sounds
I am
fun.
pointlessly educated. I need a secondary master's and a PhD, and then I'll have a pyramid. It'll be great. Don't think of
Oh
how many
my
times I've
gosh.
considered this. It has been more than 100.
Well,
Okay, all
let's continue your doctorate of role playing.
My doctorate of role. This was actually one of the things I was thinking of using for a media studies
I
doctorate.
didn't mean to start you on another one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Continue.
All right. Hold on one sec. Oh, there we go. Could you hear that over the mic?
Mhm.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Like all of the Pacific Northwest is on fire right now, so like I'm pretty tense, and I'm sure most of you are as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was hoping
it wasn't Dorlen.
gonna be.
But you know what? Let's get past tense by running past these tents, and let's hop into Call of the Netherdeep. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to Call of the Netherdeep, here on Dork Tales. You make your way into the River District, and before long you'll be able to find the bakery by the canal. It's shortly after sunset by the time you reach there. The soft sound of water laps against the canal banks, just barely audible as you approach the building. Scents of honey and rose mingle with the smell of fresh-cut grass. Do you think they meant that? Never mind. Old Man Crooks. If you're into Campaign 3, you get the joke. It's one of my favorite smells, one of my top favorite smells. The fresh-cut grass. is.
Right up there with all their siblings.
Yeah.
Yes, apple pie. Definitely apple pie. All of the pies are pretty good to smell, though. Speaking of which,
Dorlen's
there's
allergic.
no judgment here. This is a judgment-free zone. Fly your flag. It's all good. Old Man Crooks is painted in large letters above the door, and a sign hanging from the door's handle reads, "Sorry, we're closed. See you in the morning." What do you do?
Is there like a back alleyway? Is it like a storefront? Like in like a row? Like is there
So it is
Building
actually
separated?
off by itself. It is so the River District Canal. So there's a canal that kind of runs the length of this area there, and a bunch of dirt roads that lead off into the buildings. Now the bakery itself is actually a freestanding structure. Looks like it has probably a few rooms inside. It's comfortable looking. As you find yourself on the edge of town, it's a lone standing structure down by the canal. To the north of it, you can see that a tree has recently fallen, kind of blocking the northern passage around the side of the house. And there are some other structures to the south that are unconnected, other people's houses, buildings, grain storage, things like that. But you can absolutely circle the house from where you are.
Like a bird of prey. We will circle
Yeah, I
the
think
house.
Kaiko's gonna try and circle around the house just to give it a quick once over and see where, like, all the potential exits and entrances if this guy decides to book it or something.
Sounds good to me. Can I get anybody who's inspecting the house from the front to make me a perception check?
I have a question.
I have an
If
answer.
this place has a lot of grain and stuff, are there any rats around?
Not that you can see at the moment.
Hmm.
I didn't say there was a lot of grain. I said that there is a granaries to the south.
Oh,
potentially.
granaries to the south. Sorry.
Or a storage
farther
building.
to the south. Okay. I presumed bakery and heard grain, so.
That's okay.
I rolled a Dork Tails, so that's gonna be
Oh, nice.
21.
I rolled a nat 1, so
18.
that's going to be -1.
Oh my goodness. I got a 16.
16.
Math. Yeah.
And as you're looking at the place, what you're going to notice is both Xarria and Kaeko are going to notice a couple of things right off the bat. The sign hanging from the door's handle has this field of colored dots on it. It seems a bit odd. Just these little droplets, like someone was letting paint from a brush randomly spackle it, but a little too purposeful. Kaeko, with your role, you're not going to know what it means, but you've seen this before during your time in the Aurora Watch. It's Thieves' Cant. Someone has marked this place, or maybe there's a mark right there on the side of that come back later that's giving some type of signal to thieves and ne'er-do-wells. You can't read it, but it's like a gang tag. You know what it is. You just don't know what it means.
Does anyone speak Thieves' Cant?
No. No.
Well, neither can they.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
That's definitely Thieves' Cant. I don't know what it says. I can't read it, but I've seen markings similar to that from patrols in
What?
the Aurora
No,
Watch.
that's Kaeko. I know you're just learning to read, but that's a sign that says they're
No,
closed.
look at the dots. There, those are purposely put. There's some sort of sign.
Well, yeah,
on
they
the
made the sign.
There's other signs on the sign for thieves. So I think we definitely got the right place.
Like a hidden message.
Yes.
What?
It's a secret
like a
message.
code.
Yes.
Secret message. A
Yes.
secret message. Dorlen will knock on the door.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Love it.
That sounds
I love
great.
it.
Are you gonna knock, or are you
Can
gonna
I
try the door
hide?
handle?
I'm just gonna knock first.
Zanata's gonna try and get around the corner and out of sight as quick as possible.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
guys can-
say
guys
if Dorlen
can-
starts to do that, we'll try to go
You guys can
around.
easily make me a stealth check, and as you do that, Dorlen, the door is going to kind of like rattle on its hinges a bit for you.
18 for the stealth check.
17 for Kaeko.
Okay.
15 for me and a 10 for Dax.
Okay. So Dax is not going to get the memo that you're leaving.
Yeah.
And is going to be standing next to Dorlen when he knocks. Xarria,
You know what?
You
You know, I'm going to use my well actually on Dax and Flash of Genius, and he actually got a 14.
Sure, I'll try.
It's Flash of Genius. Why not?
No. I got an 11.
I'll be like,
No,
shoo,
you
Dax,
should have
shoo.
saved it. Hey, you should save it
Oh,
for
no.
too late.
for Xarria.
Oh, that's fine.
Hold on a sec. A moment later, the door opens and you can hear a bell just above the door go jingle, 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 as quite a large, late middle-aged half-orc kind of looks around and then down at you. He's, well, late middle-age. He's definitely pushing his 60s at this point. An overlong ring of white hair circles his gray-green crown, and he scratches his old grizzled beard between his tusks for a moment, looks down at you. Yeah, what do you want?
I'm here for a baker's dozen.
Can I prepare an action?
Yeah, can you? What are you trying to do?
I just want to prepare to cast Entangle if he runs.
Sure.
Okay. Just as like a surprise, actually.
You see the sign? We're closed.
I also saw the sign within the sign. I'll look back at who's the only one I can see? Is Xarria there?
Xarria.
Zarya's
Yeah.
kind of
And
hanging out next to Zarya's just kind of hanging out a few feet away.
And I'll look back at Xarria and also Wink.
She's gonna just
Pretend like she doesn't know you.
Listen, you and your
Pretty
wife
much.
need to come back later. I'm closed, man.
we're not.
Well, you ain't his sister. You're not closed? Hey. You guys asking for a handout?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh my god.
All right. Sure.
Look back at Xarria. A little help here?
Tell you what, I've got some leftover tarts, and some rolls. I can let those go for, I'll say half price. We're after hours. They're a little staler. You said you want a
Sure.
baker's
Yes,
dozen?
thank you. We'll take them.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, they're normally 3 copper each, so a baker's dozen.
You're
of the
really
sweet
nice.
rolls.
Thank you.
I'm a baker, man. I gotta get paid. All right, so I've got the dough if you've got the dough. For a baker's dozen, let's say 7 copper. I ain't got change, so...
Oh, yep. No, I do have a little bit, so
Sure.
I'll give this fine gentleman 7 copper.
Okay. He'll hand you a
And-
little wrapped, basically a handkerchief with, 13 of these rolls in it.
While the orc is gathering things, Dorlen will try to, with his amazing perception, try and get a little peek inside.
Absolutely.
Let's
Make
see.
me an investigation roll.
Oh, seriously? Investigation? Dorlen's actually good. Oh, Jesus Christ. 9.
roll? 9?
I rolled a 2.
Do you have
Nice.
determination?
I will use that too.
Okay.
So that's proficiency again, 3, right? So 12.
Sounds good. Taking a quick glance around, you're going to see that Kruok's Bakery is actually pretty filthy. Its waste bins are completely full of moldy dough that you can even smell from here. The flatbreads look like they're quite stale, and you're pretty sure you can see at least 1 millipede within your line of sight. However, what you're going to see is that there's a faint bit of light coming from your angle. You can see kind of back into the room is kind of shaped like a Z that's tipped over. It goes straight back in and then veers off over to your right or to the east and then back up again. Kind of like one of those Tetris blocks, the Z blocks.
Okay, yep.
And you can see that there is some light pouring in just a tiny shaft of it from behind one of the shelves at the back, where you think there might be some type of hidden door.
Okay. Well, thank the baker for its generosity, and be on my way with. Come along, partner, wife, or whatever it is. We have our goods, and Dorlen will awkwardly leave.
Thank
Kids these days.
Thank you.
You're really dating this chump? Or married to him?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, sir. Have a very good day now.
Sweetie, you can do better.
Oh my god.
I have a nephew. Just say.
Thank you. I'll consider it. Take care now.
Yeah. You kids enjoy those. May they be as sweet as your love. Shuts the door. Fucking kids. You'll hear through the door. What is wrong with this generation? Meanwhile, around
Anyway,
the
was that all you dreamt of, Dorlen?
There's a secret door behind a shelf, and
That's
he'll take a
useful
bite out of a bite of bread and offer it to Xarria.
Dubious piece of bread.
Yep.
It is juicy, that one.
It has the juice.
And as he
cornbread.
says that, a long centipede is going to go out of his mouth, stuck between his front teeth, where he has beheaded it. And it's stuck, and it's wriggling and slapping you on the jaw. I'm spinning a drama bomb.
Get up!
Jack,
Get up!
Jack
Get
run
up!
up and try to lick it off his face.
Yes. All right, Dorlen, Dax is gonna run up and try to attack, lick whatever is coming out of your mouth, and it's just gonna knock you on your ass. Just ass over tea
Absolutely.
kettle.
Get it off! Oh gosh.
It's got that scratchy cat tongue too.
Kaiko's gonna try and motion Xarria and Dorlen to come over to where everyone else is hiding.
She will do so. Well,
Did
that's
you say something about a secret door?
Oh, behind one of the shelves, there was light. There might be. I think I still got some in my.
Use your spray, Dorlen. Use your spray.
Good idea.
There's only one thing I can do at this juncture.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yep, that sounds about right.
Oh jeez.
So, what? We're just gonna break in?
Should probably have a look around the back.
the back would be a good idea.
Yes.
But we could also look on that side of the house, or the building, because that's where the shelf would have opened up into wherever the light was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
We can
Okay.
circle the building, yes.
Yes. Sneak around the
So-
building.
Heading around the house, you can see a couple of things right off the bat. What you can find is that the front door is easily accessible. The one that is the main entrance of the bakery itself. However, as you move around, you'll see that there are two other entrances directly next to the front door and recessed where the house kind of juts back. The house itself is kind of shaped like a lowercase T, like it's just like a kind of like
Plus side.
yeah, plus signs probably. It's shaped like the Swedish flag, really. On
It's a
the
plus.
it's a big plus. On the western wing, there is a south-facing door that looks like it's probably, well, a quick glance in the window shows that it is his home domicile. Anybody who peeks in real quickly is going to see that there is a bed inside of there, as well as looks like a writing desk of some kind. If you're around the side of the building, you can also see that at the topmost portion of the plus, there is a western-facing door that kind of faces the canal. And there are no windows there, so you're not quite sure what that is. As you check around the side, you can see that there is, there's a door facing the canal on the west. And, you're not quite sure what is inside of this room. Probably a back storeroom, something like that.
Well, if I was going to hide nefarious magical items, it'd probably be in a storeroom, right? Wouldn't be in his bedroom.
Or potentially in a basement or some other interior room. We'll probably have to go
you
in.
said you saw the light coming in from the north of the room, Dorlen?
Yeah, so if from where the door is, it's kind of, it goes up and over and around a corner, and I think it's like a shelving unit where like he does all of his prep, or I don't know if he does much prep. They all have these. I wonder if they're poisonous.
I wouldn't eat them. Anyway, Dorlen.
I don't know, but I'm sure we'll find out soon.
Oh no.
So, probably this door here, right? Maybe go in there. Kaeko's gonna try and look through the door and try and open it.
The door will rattle in your grasp. It is locked.
Anyone good with lockpicking?
I thought we
Dorlen
had
will
someone.
awkwardly raise his hand. I
Don't
might.
be awkward about it now. You've done it before. She'll pat him on
Yep.
the back.
All right. So Dorlen will bring out a bunch of tools, and it's like, this isn't what it looks like. He'll say to Zanata, and go over to it and try his lockpicks.
I don't think she much cares.
I think I already watched you lockpick something.
I think you did.
21.
21. Okay.
All right, didn't you guys break into the cultist room, right?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
21. So
That went very well. That went very well.
So Dorlen, it takes you a minute of shimmying the lock back and forth, making sure that it's exactly to the specifications of the tumblers. In your hands, it doesn't take long for you to unlock it though, and the door will give a satisfying and open before you.
Aha! Oh, aha!
All right. One moment.
Oh, also, it's dark, isn't it?
It is night. Yes, it is night. Dorlen can see in the
Well, I
dark,
should
though.
have been rolling. I should have been rolling all of those with disadvantage. I am sorry. I keep forgetting that.
I think that there are
cannot
streetlights.
see. Okay, cool. One of you guys really has to get me some those goggles like Sabina has, so I can
I
see in
wonder
the
if you can
dark.
make them, Dorlen.
Given enough time and money.
Oh, we have gold now.
We do.
Kaeko like
Oh,
shakes.
Yeah.
Well, she would have kept it in the room, probably in like. I'm assuming they have safes in the room, maybe.
Maybe. They can
Kelly.
definitely hold it behind the bar for you.
Yeah. So, because Kaiko's like, we do actually have a bit of gold with that 250
And it's
up
night.
front. We now have about 600 gold.
it would just take some time then, I think.
Well, that would be fantastic if everyone doesn't mind putting some of the party loot toward that.
Of course.
I don't mind.
Then I don't have to cast light and give away our position. I think it'd be good. 'Cause you-
it's a pretty good idea not to give away our position. Dorlen says at normal volume.
Shh, Dorlen.
Dorlen, sneaking
Maybe we
voice.
should discuss this later.
I wonder. Yeah. Okay. I wonder.
Okay, later.
And he'll just kind of trail off and whispering to himself.
Perfect.
The door opens in front of you. The room inside smells of decay. And across the way, you can see that there are iron manacles bolted to the wall. There are stains of various sorts on the floor. Then the room is full of jugs of water, loose pieces of jewelry, and crates, some of which are not sealed. What do you do?
I'm going to put my armor on, just in case, once we go inside.
Sonata's gonna start snooping around, see if there's anything in writing, if what's there.
Sounds good to me. Can I get you to do me a favor? And anybody who is going in here, make me an investigation roll.
Is there enough streetlight going in the room or no?
There is not once you're inside of the room.
That's
I will keep watch outside with Dax, and I will give my goggles to.
Do your
Kaeko.
goggles require attunement?
I don't. I know I've lent them to her before, but let me double check.
Yeah.
I
They
got
were
a
goggles of
21,
night.
just to let you know.
You got a what?
Ooh, you beat me.
21.
21.
I rolled a
Fantastic.
19.
17 for me.
19.
Fantastic.
It just says
no.
item rarity uncommon, nothing about attunement.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
adventuring
while
gear.
wearing these dark lenses, you have dark vision.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Sabina?
Of course.
Okay.
Dax and I will keep an eye out outside in case anyone comes this way.
Sounds great. You two both are small. You can maybe try and hide behind that tree branch or something.
Dax looks horribly offended. He is 4 foot at the shoulder. Thank you very much.
Well, you can make yourself small, Dax. Your cats are like liquid.
Don't worry, Dax. Sabina could easily hide behind you.
All right, so I won't roll that investigation check with disadvantage now. I rolled a 5, so that's going to be a 4. Kaeko.
Looking through. So that was you said a 20, Caitlan, for Xarria? 22?
21.
21. And Dorlen was a 8?
19.
19.
19. All right, so the two of you check around the room, and it's Xarria, you see it first. Looking through some of these crates, you can see that they're full of pretty low value stolen goods. Jewelry, a couple of paintings. Not particularly good ones, but ones that would fetch a decent price, probably. But as you look around, you'll notice it first. A metal lockbox stowed underneath an upside-down crate in a corner of the room.
There's something interesting.
And as you notice that, outside, Sabina, you are going to hear the sound of someone approaching. You can actually make me a perception roll if you're
Cool.
trying to keep a lookout.
Oh, that's pretty good. I think I have a dumb perception. Right. Yeah, that's going to be a 27.
Okay. 27 is going to be enough to hear the sound of small boots scraping on the dirt road as they approach the southern door.
I can hope so. The southern door. Okay.
As
So
in
like
door
the-
to
like the main-
bakery.
Interesting. Dax, stay here. And she'll sneak around to the front. Or she'll kind of sneak around hugging the walls to try to get a night to see who's at the door.
Sounds good to me. Can you do me a favor and make me a stealth roll?
I sure can. Well, I'll try.
I sort of believe in you.
That's gonna be
I'm
You're
just
very
gonna hurt them
small.
more. Can you roll with disadvantage?
Oh,
Dang it, I rolled a 16.
Don't blame me, blame
Oh.
the chat.
Okay, hey, that's okay. Stealth is +4, so that's 15, and I would like to use my determination, please.
All right,
So,
sounds
18.
18. Okay. All right. Glancing around the corner, you're going to see that there is a gnome, a small female gnome that is approaching the front door. Their skin is fairly tanned by the heat, but they're dressed in quite a bit of voluminous robes of kind of a reddish tan color that's muted by the twilight. A large floppy hat, kind of like a beret, but much larger. It's almost like the child of like a chef's hat and a beret.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I love it.
right? I don't know how else to
Well, it's like
describe
the
it.
Shakespearean like theater hat thing.
Yeah, that's right. It's like
I
a plume
love
hat.
the look on the face.
Will approach, walk up to the door, and give a... And, hello? Old man, I'm here to bargain. Oh, good to see you. Come on in. Were you followed? Absolutely. It's a great night. Jingle, jingle, jingle. The front door shuts. Everyone else, Xarria, you will just be able to hear the sound of the front door's bell jangling through the wall.
Sabina will head back and open the door very quietly. There's someone else here, a gnome. They said she's come to bargain.
Oh, not me.
Interesting. Maybe we should just take this box and go. Unless you could open it, Dorlen?
Open it outside. Let's go.
Okay.
Yep, let's go.
Okay, spending that. Xarria, you go to pick up the box?
Sure.
Fantastic.
Gonna get
The
someone else to pick
wall
it up.
next to the box opens. And you are staring directly at Old Man Crook and Gnome. What the
Well,
fuck?
that didn't work.
I'd like an initiative roll, please.
Oh boy.
Yikes, I roll so bad at initiative.
Yeah.
I roll pretty good in initiative.
All right, so let's do this thing. Perfect and less perfect. I'm gonna spend a hurt them more to reroll that. I don't like that number. I like that number 1 point more. That's great, Kelly. Good job.
I'm retiring this die for the night.
No.
All right.
Oh no.
Goodbye.
All right. So let me just grab a couple things, and then let's get into a fight. Injury. Let's see. That's gonna be. Okay, so that's going to be +2. So looking down the initiative, I have Zanata, I have Kaeko, I have Gnome, I have Ruak. Actually, no, Xarria, because you have a higher bonus. I have Ruak, then I have Sabina, and Dorlen. All right, so
Bringing up the rear.
bringing up the rear. All right, so as this happens, the door swings open right as you're putting your hands on the box, Xarria, and what the fuck? The old orc says, looking down at you. Zanata, it is your turn. You are outside of the house right now.
Yeah.
What do you do?
So the door's open though between us because Dorlen's not quite out yet.
Yep.
While we were in there, did I see anything that looked like bags of flour flour? Like,
Oh, there's tons of crap in there, but not bags of flour. There are bags of like loot, bags of like cloth and things like that, as well as some pouches of various, probably like some baggies of like powdered narcotics.
okay. I think I will just try and wait and see if Xarria is able to dart out of like his reach and get out of the way, because then we can just GTFO.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so that's you, Kaeko. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
Keiko's going to step over Dorlen and Sabina, because she's a Goliath. She's tall. Because you can move through friendly spaces, right?
Yep.
So 24, yeah. She's going to step in and she's going to cast Dissonant Whispers at a first level at the baker.
Baker?
So she's
Sounds
just gonna
good.
Yep, the guy that's through the door. She's gonna go, your baking isn't really good anyway.
What are you talking about? My baking's passable. It's my head. I rolled an 8.
Okay, cool. I will roll that. So, oof. I hope I don't want to kill him, but I really can't say non-lethal spells, can I?
Nope.
Spells can't be do non-lethal. All right, let's just hope I roll.
I'm gonna try to entangle him on my turn.
So that is going to be 9 points of psychic damage, and he must immediately use his reaction, if available, to move as far away as his speed allows.
All right, he will back away.
Okay. Run!
It's good baking. It's just.
So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, Kaeko will start to move back. And I think that is all I can do right now. Yeah. That is Kaeko.
That sounds good. From where you're reaching there, Xarria, you're going to see a small face. This small, pouty little feminine gnome face is going to look around the corner at you and go, I don't think that's yours, honey. Here, take this. And is going to hurl 2 crimson bolts at you.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be a 19 to hit.
Okay.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. That is going to be a 10 to hit then.
Okay.
And who gets the advantage?
I'll give it to Xarria.
Thanks.
Okay, and that's going to be a 16 to hit on the second one.
Okay, that's not going to hit.
It's not going to hit. I'm going to still hurt the more reroll that.
Okay.
And that's going to be... That bounced. I'm going to do it again. Okay. All right, that's going to be a... 17 is a hit on you?
No. That's
Okay.
18.
Then it's going to be a miss. All right,
found
2
out.
crimson bolts are going to fly past you. And she is going to snarl. I could use some more Hurt the Morse chat. Just saying. Okay. All right. She's going to fire those at you with a shriek. And Xarria, it's your turn.
We just really wanted the recipe, and she's going to like kind of fling the case that she's grabbed now, and I wanted you to just disengage.
Okay. So you're going to fling. So you've grabbed this this long strong box, right?
Sure.
It's the strong box itself is about the size of like 2 toolboxes.
Okay.
Kind of like thin end to thin end. You said you're going to fling it? What do you mean? You're throwing it at your
Well,
friends?
no, I meant like kind of like swipe it up in front of her to like kind of almost nail her in the face, but just disengage.
Sounds good. All right, you can absolutely disengage and take off running with your speed.
Yep.
Get back here, you pink bitch! And you can move up to 30 feet away. Go ahead and do that. Okay, and Dissonant Whispers, does that continue to last beyond the turn, or just for the one turn?
No, is this the one turn? Is this the wait, let me just... It is... Yeah, it's just instantaneous. So it's just, you go away. You can come back, but it's just like you just went away. So yeah, no, it's just done now.
Okay, that sounds great. From around the front of the building, you are going to hear, "Hey! Stop right there!" And Xarria, as you are running out, that one's gonna hit. You are going to, that is a 19, could be better. As you run, you're going to hear something whistle through the air, and a small throwing knife is going to embed itself in your shoulder for 5 points of damage.
Okie doke.
And as Dax probably throws his hair up, another one's going to whistle by Dax and is going to hit the ground next to his paws, but is not going to hit him. "Get back here, you fucking thieves!" Sabina, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Cool. Okay. I was going to do things, but then they started attacking us, so...
I mean, you did rob.
No, I know, but I was just gonna run away. But that's not gonna happen now. God, I hate rolling low on initiative. Okay, so I'm just gonna split my attacks between myself and Dax. I am going to take a short bow attack. I'm just gonna step past Dorlen into the room and shoot an arrow at the gnome.
Okay. She will have half cover.
Fair.
Actually, from from the angle that you're stepping in, if you're just going in behind Kaeko, she'll have 3/4 cover.
Can I step just over there to get better?
Absolutely, yeah. So that'll be just partial
slightly
cover.
north in the room. Yeah. Okay.
Slightly north, basically, like right next to all of the mold. And
yeah.
All right, drawing back your bow.
Disadvantage?
It is not disadvantage. No, her AC just goes up a little bit.
Right. Okay. She'll dip her arrow in some of the mold and then shoot it.
Oh, that's just fucking gross.
Oh, that's not great. Oh, hang on. 19. It's better.
19. That will hit. Roll me damage.
D6. 6 damage total.
6 damage. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you make me a wisdom save?
Oh, God. Oh, this dice might be tired for the night. 11.
Okay. So dipping that in, you're going to aim and fire, striking into her for 6 points of damage. However, as you do, there's going to be a little flash of like crimson light, and as that occurs, you are going to take a streaking bolt of damage that is going to deal. That is going to be 16 points of psychic damage.
Hot diggity!
As your brain feels like it's on fire.
And then Dax is going to take his attack on the other guy.
And he's just inside of range.
Yeah. Well, slightly better, actually, because Dax's movement is 40.
Oh, nice.
But he's going to charge, so he will take additional damage if I hit. So he's going to roll an 18 plus 6, 20 odd to attack.
That is going to hit.
Okay. And so because I charged, it's going to take a d6 slashing damage additional. It also must succeed on a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right, strength save.
14.
14. He is a big, strong orc and is going to be hit and is going to take it.
I thought so.
How much damage?
But he is going to take garbage damage. 4 plus 5, 9 damage.
Okay, 9 damage. It's still something.
I just rolled a 1 and a 3 on my dice.
And with that, Dax is going to kind of bite into him and like maul him a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the right. Let's do this. All right. But Dax is going to hit him hard. which is what counts.
Well,
All
if
right.
it matters, it is magical damage.
It does not matter for him. It's good. It's gonna rend him like deep into his green-gray flesh, spilling blood onto the ground that you can't quite see the color of, because it is dimly lit out here. And top of the initiative after Dorlen. I mean, hi Dorlen.
Oh, I was gonna be like, did I roll that bad?
Yeah, you rolled that bad. You don't get a turn.
I mean,
No,
fair.
thank you.
So, Sabina's screeching. Xarria got knifed.
Not as bad as normal, actually.
Not as bad as normal. I'm going to, Dorlen's going to pull out a little syringe and like stick himself with it. Give him a little magic boost of adrenaline and use a bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Nice.
He's
Fuck
going to
yeah.
use that extra movement to run over to Xarria. Just make sure that, you know, it's like, hey, nobody hurts my fake wife partner thing, and run over by Dax and punch the guy with
Punch
his
the guy.
thunder
All right,
fist.
give it to me.
All right, well that's better. That's a 24, and followed by a 21.
All right,
Hot
those are both
diggity.
gonna hit. Do me damage.
9 thunder and 6 thunder.
This guy's only hitting 9s. You get it. You're giving him the mighty 9s, guys. All right, so that's
9.
9. All right, so that was
Because
9
I
on the
did
first
9
one.
damage. Yeah, I did 9.
He's taken 9 damage 4 times in a row now, I think,
Yeah.
And then 6.
and then
We
6.
got
Combo
some of
breaker.
6 and 9 in
Combo
there. 6,
breaker.
9 is
Nice.
always good.
Nice.
Write down 9.
And yeah, he'll try and look intimidating with his fists up and confused.
All right. So, good job, Dorlen. And did you use the one where he takes disadvantage if he attacks anybody else?
Anybody but me.
All right. Top of the initiative, then we have Zanata. Zanata, what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna move up to this corner here.
Okay, moving up to the top
Um,
corner of the western wing, you can kind of glance around the area. Xarria's been hit with a throwing knife, and it looks like the Moorbounder and the gnome have engaged with the half-orc baker / fence.
Yes. So I'm going to leave Kaeko and Sabina to handle whatever's in there.
Mhm.
I'm going to come up. I'm going to manifest my echo.
Sick.
So I think that's what this is down here.
Your echo is right down there. Yeah.
15. And I can do it 15 feet away from me. And I'm going to have her move up to the other side of this dude, I think. Or next to him. Next to him.
Yeah, right there. So basically, this echo of Zanata just sort of manifests coalesces in a puff of smoke and like moves through where Dax is like clawing this guy's arm, and where Dorlen is like punching him in the thighs and junk with his thunder fist. And just kind of like ghosts through them practically.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright.
And I am going to use my extra attack and unleash incarnation in order to attack 3 times.
Okay, go ahead, make me 3 attacks.
And I would like to do this non-lethally.
Okay, that sounds fine to me.
My intent is to knock him unconscious. Okay. That's 2 definite fails and a nat 20.
Okay, the 2 fails.
I rolled like double 3s.
He has a throwing dagger in his hand, and as you approach, what the fuck are you? And he's gonna like parry your blades with his own. Ting ting! But the last one, he's old and slow, and that's going to bite into him with quite a bite. What is it?
Sorry, I'm trying to remember all my numbers.
Yeah, being a 7th level fighter is when it starts to get wild.
18 damage.
18 damage. Yeah, okay.
Which is
Non-lethal.
2 9s.
Which is 2 9s. That is true.
Oh my god.
9 9.
Nine,
Back at it.
Okay. And Zanata, are you doing anything else with your turn? You're going to slash into him deeply. Where are you aiming? Is this a stab or a slash?
I'm more aiming for like flat of the
Oh,
blade.
you're right.
I
you
want to knock him
crank him across the
unconscious.
face.
Yeah, go for the temple.
Okay. A big welt of blood starts to dribble down the side of his face from where you've kind of cracked this flesh along his skull, and he's looking a little punch drunk.
Ugh. Fucking magic. Ugh.
Oh, I didn't realize I have Savage Attack. When you score a critical, you
yes.
can roll one of his damage dice again.
Okay.
So
go
one of
ahead.
them rolled a 3, so I want to see if I can
This
get
is-
higher.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, that's a 5, so 2 points extra.
Man,
And
Forgot that
do you-
existed.
for your fighting style, does it give you extra damage?
Dueling? Yes.
Did
I've
you
already
have that?
counted that in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, sounds great. So he's going to kind of rear back. Through your echo's eyes, you can see that you've split the flesh along his skull enough that you can actually see the white jutting out.
he's ugh, fucking magic. I don't care enough. Ugh.
And he's gonna kind of like put his hands up as his reaction for this round, just to kind of be like,
I don't care.
Kaeko, it's your turn.
Cool. I think Keiko's going to move in front of Sabina toward the thing. She's gonna go and she's gonna hold out the magical battle axe, and she's just gonna say to her, if you make any sort of attack on my friend, I'm going to fucking hit you with this. So I would probably fucking leave. And bonus action rage, holding action. So if she does anything, Kaeko will attack her with the battle axe.
All right, that sounds good. All right. That sounds fantastic. So you are set to do an attack.
Can
Okay,
you
so-
hold action if you rage?
Yeah, she just can't concentrate on spells.
Yeah.
So she can hold it. It's just if she doesn't attack next round.
Yeah.
Then
It'll go
the
on
rage
rage.
drops.
Or at the end of this round?
Okay.
So by the time it gets to my next turn,
Yeah.
if I don't
Yeah.
get hit. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're holding your action and then engaging your rage.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'll take my
Order of
chances, you mountainous hussy. She says, and you may make an
Getting
attack.
around.
She's going to try to reach out and touch you.
Your
Okay.
reputation precedes you, Keiko.
Apparently, jeez. I don't get any sort of no references at second level for barbs. Alright, just straight up. Come on, Dork kills dice. That's a 19. You're almost a
that will
20.
hit.
It's plus
roll me
8 is
damage.
27. Yeah. Ooh. 13 points of magical slashing damage.
Beautiful. All right. You're going to come down as she kind of dodges to the side. Your axe is going to rake across her flesh. Make me a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. Wisdom, you say. 17. I'm spending my determination to make that a dirty 20.
Okay. So you are going to succeed, but you'll still take half damage on this. You're going to take 12 points of
Yep.
psychic damage that rips through you as you slam into her with your blade. And damn, that was good. That was going to be 24.
Is the 12 halved or no?
The 12 is
that
halved.
full?
It was 24.
Oof. Oof.
And she is going to kind of roll with your hit and is going to... did you reckless attack? You did not. Because you
I
don't
did,
have that yet.
but actually, I have a new thing that I can do. Could I have made a special attack with that?
No, you didn't declare it before you held it.
That's fair.
What's your armor
Yeah,
class?
because it's a 14. Yes, is when you hit with an attack, you can expend a superiority die thing. So yeah, nope.
Well, I mean, yeah, if that was part of it, yeah.
Okay, I was wondering because that's something I literally just got brand new
Yeah.
from the background thing. So just like yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
That's different
Okay.
than like you charged up a special attack is what I thought
Oh,
you were
okay.
doing. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
I'm like,
I
okay.
forgot that I got
No,
this.
no, go
the
ahead, go ahead.
martial
That sounds fine to
adept
me.
feat. Okay. So I'd like to try and do a disarming attack.
That's she's not holding anything in her hands though.
Okay, right.
But what I'll say is that the first
Fair.
bolt of energy comes right at your face, and you're going to like buffet it aside, and she's going to blow a hole in the bakery wall with it.
Okay, cool.
You're wide open, Kaeko Skaar, she says, and is going to hit you with the other blast, and that's a nat 20.
Ah! I can't cast spells, otherwise I totally serious.
Oh shit, son. Well, that's lucky that
Of course,
that's
I'm doing a
only.
magic fighter. Is
Okay,
not
hold on.
against the barbarian. Useless.
Mhm.
Well, I don't have to worry about keeping my rage up.
This is true.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fucking angry.
Silver linings.
Okay.
They're very important. Like
How
silver
many
barbs.
hit points do you have left?
I have 50.
You have 10. 40 points of psychic damage slam into you as she touches the little ball of crimson energy right between your breasts and blasts you back.
Zanata, can you come back here? You left us thinking we could handle this. We had the tougher one apparently.
And she's going to scream outside, "Give me the sword or your friend dies!" Xarria, it is your turn.
Xarria is going to put her hand on her Raven Queen emblem and guide our minds on this journey. And I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
I believe I can yeah, I believe from where I am, I can actually target everybody.
Okay.
And so that's the one. Everyone gains advantage on saving throws and death saving throws. And if we get healed, we regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Nice.
That sounds good. It's everybody inside of 30 feet of you.
Yes.
So I think if you...
2, 3, 4.
Do you have to see them or anything? Doesn't look like it.
I don't think so.
That would affect everybody but Zanata's Echo. So, but that thing
Sorry.
only has 1 hit point anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. So that's going to be your action. Do you have a bonus action or movement you'd like to take?
I don't have any bonus actions, but I want to swing my shield around if that's okay.
That sounds great.
Perfect.
Okay. Down at the front of the building, amidst this melee, Kruuk is going to raise his hands.
This ain't fucking worth it.
He's going to disengage and is going to run.
Okay.
Because he didn't sign up for this. He's too old for this shit. And he's going to run.
We needed to bring him in, right?
We needed proof that he was fencing.
Yeah, you needed proof. The hands of orc will catch him if you don't.
Yeah.
He's an old orc. He can't
find
go
him.
far. Okay. Sabina, it is now your turn.
Options. I would like to...
Rage, you can't.
No, I know.
Sabina trades in some of her levels for barbarian.
Yeah, exactly.
She's been working on it for a while. It seems
I'm just
pretty accurate.
debating. No, because it's only if you move within this space. It's not if you're in the space. Oh, I was looking at spike growth, but it only does damage when you move 5 feet. So it doesn't really help me. I am going to cast Zephyr's Strike on myself with a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use, I can give myself advantage on 1 attack, and then deal additional damage. So I'll use that. If I take a step into the mold, is that gonna hurt?
I'll need you to just make me an acrobatics check, not to slip on it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
That's not good. Good thing I'm +7, a 14.
That's fine. Yeah, it's like your your heel slides a little bit, but you're going to stumble forward and kind of catch yourself without losing any step. The DC was 10.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. All right. Those are double 4s with my advantage. So that is a... Jesus Christ. That's a 13.
Okay.
Does 13 hit?
13 does not hit, unfortunately.
That's what I thought. That's... What a waste of a spell. And that's a 7, but plus 9. So that's going to be 16.
16 will... if you've moved a step closer, she no longer has the
sorry, I
additional
forgot to
armor.
remove it.
That will hit.
Yes. Okay. And that's a 1. So
Oof.
that will be whopping 5 damage and the use of a spell. Great
Okay.
times.
3 arrows are going to punch through the air next to Kaiko's face, one of them slamming home inside of this gnome. Dum-dum-dum.
And I'm going to whistle for Dax to come around the front.
All right. Sounds good. So, like, up toward the house?
Yeah, into the house. Yeah, so I'll move
Okay.
him right now. So he's going to go there.
All right. Dax will approach the front door, and it is shut and locked.
Can he try to barrel it down?
Does he still have an action? You spent 3 actions.
Never mind.
Okay. But he can be at the door going claw, claw, claw. So Dax runs to the door and headbutts it, finding that it's shut, and will growl at it. Okay. Dorlen, it's your turn.
Okay. Dorlen is going to move back into the room, or where Kaeko is and the gnome. I'm going to use my bonus action to move 35 feet.
Sounds great.
And then my regular action my regular move to get right up in there. And so Dorlen hopped up on his magical adrenaline, is just gonna be like, just like Speedy Gonzalez, just kind of like run up there and just kind of like double fist and jump at the gnome, just like zoom. And does it double thunder fist? Okay, that would
And you
be
get to,
a 11.
you get to dash as part of your armor.
That's part of Expedition's Retreat.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yes,
you had
as
that
a
on.
bonus
Absolutely.
action. And I've got mobile, so I've got 35 move.
All right, sounds good.
So one is a 9 to hit,
Okay, that's
and 10. And then the other is a 26.
26. Strangely, that hits.
Awesome. That will be 10 thunder damage as one of my jumping thunder fists into the gnome hits.
Okay, go ahead and roll me damage.
Oh, 10 thunder.
Oh, pardon me. What am I saying? Absolutely, 10 thunder damage, and that means that she has disadvantage to attack anybody but you. Perfect.
Anybody but me.
Is that your entire turn?
That's my whole turn.
Okay, so mortal gnome bat begins. You are going to punch the gnome, rocketing her back with a thunderous blow. And Zanata, you're up with Kaeko on deck.
Okay. So it sounds like this gnome is still up.
It sounds like there is still the sound of a fight. From inside of the backstorm, you'll hear boom from one of Dorlen's fists as it connects with what sounds like a shoulder / chest. Probably a collarbone.
Okay. I will just move in. I can't tell if my echo's movement is separate or part of my movement.
You manifest an echo within 15 feet of you. The echo is magical translucent until you dismiss it. Blah, 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 blah. As a bonus action, you can teleport magically swapping places with an echo at a cost of 15 feet of movement. On your turn, you may mentally command the echo to move up to 30 feet. No action required. However, if your echo is ever more than 30 feet away from you, it vanishes.
Yeah. But that doesn't really sound that it uses up my...
No, it says there is no action to command it to move 30 feet.
Okay.
So what would you like?
I'm gonna move in. I guess I can't really because they're right next to this person. So I can't get close enough to actually do anything.
You can't from that angle. You could theoretically you could use 15 feet of your movement to swap places with your echo and then go and boot open the door for Dax.
How much of a public street is that front door, though?
Fairly, but you guys have been fighting on the main
That's
public
true.
street and screaming and throwing bolts of energy and casting cure spells and like.
Okay.
So it's up to you. You do what you like.
Sure, I will swap places with the Echo.
Okay.
And then move up to Dax. And shoulder the door in.
Sounds good. Make me an attack roll on the door.
Okay.
You can either do an attack roll or an athletics check to shoulder it. The attack roll is probably the better one for you.
What would I add to that attack roll?
I believe you just make a... Pardon me. Make me an athletics check is how they like to do it.
Okay. So that will be...
This is the front door. Yeah. I think you'd have to fail, like, hardcore. to
25.
fail this. Yeah, you doubled it. So, as Dax scrabbles at it, you'll suddenly appear in the place of your Echo and boot the door open with one of your actions.
Okay.
And Dax is going to look forward and kind of claw the ground in
I
anticipation.
think I have enough movement to just get inside from
Okay.
there. And then I'm going to command the Echo to move as close to me as it can so it's within the 30 feet.
Okay.
So I think... Whoa. What just happened?
I just moved it for you because people
Oh,
have been moving their
okay.
tokens.
Well,
So,
I was right in the midst
I know.
of doing it.
I know. You get a gold star. Alright, so you're...
I think that's it.
All right, sounds good. Then it is. So that's your turn. The door is kicked open. Kaeko, it's your turn. What do you do? You're very hurt, but you're
forgot
very
my
angry.
rate. I know, I'm very hurt, very angry. I also forgot this is beginning visceral all over again. I forgot I had my rage damage to that first hit. So, but Kaeko will take another hit at this bish.
All right, go ahead. Make me your attack.
21.
That's gonna hit. Roll me damage.
All right. Okay. 14 plus my rage. That is 16. There we go. Yeah, 16 damage with this hit.
Oof. Oof, that is a big hit. You doing anything else on your turn as you like slam your axe down? Part like this illusory shield around her takes a little bit of the damage away, basically preventing it from hitting her throat instead of her chest, as her mage armor kind of pushes it away a little bit. But that is blood all over the floor from this blow. What do you do?
Kaeko can't really do much other thing. Unfortunately, in rage mode, she is a one-trick pony. I think Keiko's gonna back up, take that opportunity attack, and just try and get away from her a bit because she's
Sounds good.
wounded but angry.
With disadvantage, that's gonna be a miss. There's no way a 12 hits you.
Yeah, a couple points higher.
Well, the other one was a 6, so that would have been probably it.
Yeah.
The other one would have been a 13. Okay, so backing up there, she's going to look at this, look at you, look at Dorlen. I know all about you, Wilder. I'll get you eventually. And she is going to turn and back up to the door next to her and is going to leap through it, taking the opportunity attack from Dorlen if he wishes.
Yeah. I'm like, I know all about you too, whoever you are. With a 22.
That's going to be you're going to be able to crank her right in the back of the head.
And that'll be 9.
God
9
damn,
thunder.
9 thunder. All right. And she's going to take the damage, and she is going to dive through this door, swinging it open, and she's gonna slam it shut behind her. And with that, we are down. Xarria, what do you do?
I have no idea where she went.
You have no idea where she went.
Okay, I can't see anything anyway, so I'm gonna go up to Kaeko. Not that I need to now that I can see her, but that's fine. And I'm just wondering. You know what? It's thematic. I want to use it. She's gonna slap her on the shoulder, lightly, gently, and just say, "Get up! You're not done and out yet." And I'm gonna knock everything off my table while I'm using life transference.
Ooh.
What?
I know. It's a.
What the fuck is this?
So she's gonna. Oh God, what do I have that's still sharp? Probably a crossbow bolt. I don't think I have a dagger or anything. I'm gonna use a crossbow bolt.
The
And
end of your raven pendant.
yeah, I suppose that's
Little
a really good idea. The beak with the raven pendant, and just kind of slash the palm a little bit, and double-edged sword. That wasn't great. So I'm going to take 10 points of damage, and then Kaeko is going to heal 20 points of damage.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a third level spell. It's pretty good. So I sacrifice some of my health to mend another. I take 48 necrotic damage, which can't be reduced in any way, and one creature of my choice that I can see within range, which is 30 feet, regains the number of HP equal to twice the damage I take.
Wow.
Yeah, so I rolled for shit, but you still get 20 damage. I mean, 20 health
thank
back.
you.
You're
That's
welcome.
beautiful.
20 damage, Kaiko's
20 damage, nice! But you have
Roll with
advantage on them.
It's true.
That's
Oh wait, I
brilliant.
get would I get max with that? Your beacon of hope
You get-
up?
Oh,
Because she's
Yeah, no,
rolling.
no,
but
she
not
would
healing.
gain- she would gain the max amount that you could have rolled on that damage, regardless of what you
Really?
rolled. Yeah,
Oh
So
shit.
what's it,
So it's
48?
64. Right?
64.
To be 30.
So-
No, not 64. 32? Yeah.
So
Is it
60.
32 is one other.
And 4, 32? Yeah, it is. So it'd be
So-
64.
Was that with
So-
the doubling?
That's with the doubling.
Oh, yeah.
So
So the
32
highest
points.
I could roll is 32,
Gotcha.
and then she'd get in twice the amount that I could have.
So that would be
rolled
64. That would be
for my
64.
Yeah.
So Kaeko is all fired up.
Oh, is this like?
Kaiko is
this is
fine
broken.
and dandy all of a
It's
sudden.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now heal yourself
Holy
with a cure light.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, Kaiko will if she'll probably return the favor on her turn
Holy
when she
shit.
breaks out of rage. Jesus.
Okay.
Wow, holy crap.
There
That
you
is
go. Go find her.
insane.
Beautiful.
Get her.
Okay. All right. Kruak is out of the woods. Sabina, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I was gonna cure Kaeko, but if now Xarria
She
is not
looks
looking
fine
great,
and dandy.
I'll walk
Xarria's
over
okay.
to. Xarria's looking okay.
Oh, she's okay.
I guess
Ears
we
falling off,
don't
but
know
she's
where
okay.
anyone went, so Dax is gonna run in as far as he can to me, which I think will be 40. Whoops, I think I can get to the door. Well, if he double moves, he can make it to me. So Dax will come in to see me if the door is open,
Dax
and then I will
bowls through
go over-
Dorlen, just
Yeah,
into the
exactly.
back room.
Can move
Hey.
through friendly space. It's just difficult terrain. He leaps over him, and then I'll cure wounds
Whoa.
on. It's a free willy situation.
Dax is a boy though, so this is definitely a boy mammal, which means that's going to
Yes.
be a lot more suggestive on the poster.
Yeah. Oh yes. So you can take 8 healing, Xarria.
Well,
Oh, thank
isn't
you.
it max? It's
Oh,
max.
it's max.
a beacon
Oh,
of
it's max
hope.
right now, right? So 11.
Beacon of Hope.
11
Perfect.
healing.
Beacon of Hope's great.
That's my turn.
Okay. All right. Dorlen, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and hyperactively follow the gnome.
Okay.
And
Pushing
try and
through,
push through.
you push
Yep.
through that door and find yourself in a small 10 by 10 courtyard that has doors connecting the north, south, the south, east, and west.
I'm gonna try and push through.
Okay.
To the west.
Pushing
I
through,
think.
you find yourself in a bedroom. Here, there is a writing desk and chair, a mattress on the floor, shelves covered with personal belongings, a full-body painting of a scantily clad tiefling girl, and a pair of 25-pound dumbbells that you'll almost kick over with your boots as you rush in.
Which means they would have possibly done that too. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look back into the courtyard and pull out a little pink vial I've been saving that looks like it has a little bit of pink glowing hair from the very beginning session when Xarria was glowing on that thing. I'm gonna shake the vial and it's gonna have some pink smoke come up and it's just gonna be like, ah! And throw it into the thing and cast fairy fire into the little veranda, because I'm thinking there might be an invisible gnome in there.
Okay, so
Dex save if there is anything in there.
okay, that sounds good. Okay. And can you do me a favor?
15.
15? Can you make me an investigation roll?
Sure. That will be a 18.
An 18. Okay. You are going to see, as the fairy fire floats down, you keenly look inside of there. You can see in the dark, right? You're a gnome.
Yep.
As you are looking there, the fairy fire is going to swirl around. It doesn't cling to anybody. There's no one invisible inside of here. But you'll notice something strange. Fairy fire is very, very glow in the dark. It's very bright. It's very vibrant. Which is why that when a pocket of it vanishes for a split second before reappearing, you'll notice that there is something strange happening in the northeast corner, just inside of the door. And as you squint, you are going to see that there is the wall and grass of that corner of the wall is slightly hazy, as if someone took a photo of it and then hung the photo in front of it like a major illusion spell to copy the wall from 3 feet away.
Oh my god.
There might be another wall on the other side of that wall, but guess who's going through the wall? Rainn! And I'll shout out, "There's an illusion!" Except for, he's hopped up on psychic or magic adrenaline. Oh my gosh, there's an illusion! Let's go, guys!
Okay. Do you have anything else you can do with your turn?
That's my action and just moving. So nope, I will. That's about it.
Okay. Sounds great. All right, Zenata, you are up.
Okay. So I probably heard the gnomish yell of "there's an illusion." I'm going
You
through
did.
it.
Actually, there's a southern door right next to. Oh, pardon me, you're at the south. So
This one?
there is. Yeah. So there is a door directly behind the counter where there's a bunch of coins on the table that it looks like Old Man Kruok was counting his day's spoils from selling bad bread. Now he's got bad bread. Sorry. And then the open door that Dorlen burst through to the north of you.
Okay. Pulling my shadow in after me.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try and gently inch that door open, stealthily.
All right.
Because I haven't heard anything happen yet, so I'm just gonna try and watch Dorlen's back carefully and quietly, so hopefully I don't get noticed right away.
The
Everything
door,
is pink in there.
the door to the north, right there. As you quickly try it, that door is locked.
Okay.
So, but
Well,
you can
I have
round the
not-
corner to the other one. You have enough
Yeah, I
movement to
haven't
get to
moved
the other one.
all that far yet, so I will move there and try that one very, very quietly and carefully, like
Okay.
inching
So the door-
it open.
Well, that door's already open. That's the one that,
Oh,
that
excellent.
Dorlen ran through just a second ago. So, what I'd like you to do, Dorlen, are you pointing at the wall? You're going, "Ah, blah, 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 blah."
I would have tried to go right through it, but if I can't, then like I'm like Dorlen
Do you
is
ha-
like,
Do you have enough
Trying
movement
to-
to have done that?
oh yeah,
Okay. So I would like Zanata, do me a favor and make me an investigation check with advantage.
I am being noisy.
Oh, I said advantage.
Okay,
I can't do much better than that.
nope, fair enough.
Okay, so that was investigation.
Investigation.
17.
Okay. And I'll say
Investigation
because of,
sucks. It's a minus for me.
I'll say because of the roll, because of the noise, you can use this as a reaction if you'd like,
Okay,
rather than a full action.
sweet.
So as you're peering in, you're looking for Dorlen, and you can only see half of him. Half of him is vanishing into a strange, undulating version of the background, where his like foot and his arms are coming out. Dorlen, you rush through this translucent wall that shimmers in front of you, and you can see that there's this gnome crouched at the back, trying to hide herself against the wall as close as she can, having projected an illusion of this corner forward. And you're gonna
This is where
bump. You're gonna bump right
this
into
is-
her.
Nice. That's the plan.
Zanata, you can see through the illusion.
All right, so I can see her.
You can absolutely see her, yeah. She tried her
I want
best.
to. I want to try and punch her in the back of the head with my sword.
Okay. I believe
Non-lethally.
I believe you can do that twice still. And you don't forget you have action surge.
This is true.
Just reminding you because you never play fighters, so
Action surge is
Yeah.
the best.
So that means I can take an additional action.
act like an action phase, right? Like so you can do
So that means I can extra attack twice.
uh-huh.
It's so many hits.
All right.
So many hits.
4 d20s.
I think at this point we can probably call it, but if one of those is a nat 20. Okay, you may roll the damage, but how do you want to do this?
I think when she kind of came in stealthily, she switched her grip on her sword to a bit of a reverse grip, holding it and it's coming out the back of her hand, and she's just gonna punch forward with the pommel 4 times into like the back of her head,
Okay. You can
or
roll
at
the
least hit
damage
her
if you'd
twice
like.
with the nat 20s.
Okay. So you are going to just go whap whap. She gonna use her reaction on you. You'll have a wisdom save with advantage.
Wisdom save with advantage. Okay.
That beacon of hope.
14.
Wait a minute. I think it still hits you actually.
Shit.
One sec.
I do not add anything to a wisdom save.
Oh my god, it still hits you. It still hits you. I'm so proud of
Oh,
myself. I
no.
did you some damage. Okay, you're gonna take 22 points of psychic damage, but are
alright.
going to render her unconscious. Absolutely.
Oh, perfect.
So it's got like, I knock her out, but get a splitting headache.
Yeah, blood is going to drip down your mouth as you come back with like this just awful headache. And with that, you have managed to capture her. The illusion that Dorlen is half in, half out of is going to go and vanish. Meanwhile, you reassemble back in the storeroom for a moment, or it's probably time to get the hell out of here. Are you gonna check the box to make sure that it's actually has something worthwhile in it?
But, I mean, she seemed to be wanting to guard it. He
That's
seemed
true.
to until he didn't care. So yeah.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
the
right.
lockbox.
Or I'll find something else here that would be
Well,
useful.
she's kind of interesting. Although I don't
So-
think Xarria actually heard any of that, but yes.
Fair. The lockbox is locked, thus its name. So you can either bash it open or try to pick it.
Keiko is
Dorlen?
pretty angry, so if no one stops her, she's gonna try and box it open because she's like, I did
I will
nothing.
Do it.
step back.
Do it.
Okay, make me an athletics check
Perfect.
with advantage because you're raging.
Yes. Could be better. Could be better. I rolled really low, so that's only going to be a 19.
Only a 19. I'm assuming that at this point, Zanata and Dorlen have entered the room, dragging the unconscious gnome behind them.
We caught a gnome.
And as you
Oh,
say
did
that,
you?
Kaeko brings the lockbox down, smashing it open on the ground. I need everyone inside of the room to make me a Constitution saving throw with advantage because of Xarria.
Nice.
Oh, I was
Nice.
trying to like break the lock off of it, or no?
Does not matter. You force the lock open.
Okay.
Constitution or wisdom?
Constitution. Do wisdom saves? Are they the only ones that get the advantage?
Just wisdom saves.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. My
Oh.
my bad. Then everybody roll flat.
All
Yes.
right.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Instead
It's
of
not quite
20
that good, but
25.
instead of 24, I got 18.
18?
14.
all right. I got a 15, but I'd like to use my determination to make that an 18.
Sounds good.
Who got the lowest?
Keiko, you have determination, by the way.
I used it already. Did someone buy it back?
All right. What did you
Oh, I
get,
guess
Keiko?
not.
I got a
wh-
14.
Well, actually, you got an 18 because I used my
Ooh,
well
nice.
actually ability.
Well,
Sorry.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Flash of
18,
genius.
18. Did anybody get a
Keiko, stay back.
below a 15?
No.
Okay. Did
Dax
Dax?
and I both got above.
Okay,
Yes.
sounds good. All right, there is going to be a plume of acrid smoke that rolls out as you smash the lock open, and the lid goes and wrenches open. However, you're all going to cough and catch your breath. And pardon me one moment, I realize something. Okay. There's going to be a horrible, wrenching, coughing noise come from each of you as you catch your breath. And as you look down, as the smoke piles out of this box, you're going to see that this lockbox contains, well, a sword. It's a short sword. However, the short sword is glowing slightly with a reddish hue. Its blade has veins of red crystal, red ore running through it that pulse and glow slightly in the darkness of the storeroom. It looks similar.
Oh, neat.
Okay. It looks similar to the veins that were running through that elephant statue. And as you pick it up, Dorlen, I need you to do me a favor and make me a. I need you to do me a favor and make me a charisma save, please.
Oh, that's not terrible. 18.
18. Okay. As you pick it up, you are going to feel good. The dull, rusty color of the blade has veins of this red material running through it, and as you're holding it, you feel tough. And as you're holding it, and the smoke billows out from the box, rounding the corner as it fades out with the air, as it dissipates, you'll notice the gnome is no longer breathing. And I think that's what we're going to call game for the night.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, you're cursed.
Well, she failed her
Wait,
save
wait.
and took
I was gonna say
4d8
which gnome.
poison damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's
Which
not
means
something
that
I
she-
can like. God
Oh
damn
no! I
it.
thought you were talking about Dorlen something
I
couldn't
thought
breathe.
so as well, but then I was like,
No, different
Yeah.
different.
No, Dorlen
I don't
feels
know. I don't
tougher than
know.
ever.
It feels great.
All right, so
Can't
folks, we're gonna
describe something like that and expect that I won't pick it up.
of course not. Of course not. So, folks, we're going to be picking this up next Tuesday night, so be sure to come back and enjoy that. The session went a little long, but you guys got where you needed to go, and oh, man, you guys are the wrecking crew. Seriously, you could have bought it. There's alternate rules for an auction where you can just, like, outbid each other. I'll give you 500, 510, 520.
We have no money. We have like
You've got-
Zanata with like 16 attacks. Why would we not be the wrecking crew?
Who
Hey,
even knows?
we tried to go in, but they didn't
We did
understand
try to
my,
be stealthy.
my
Xarria should have
thieves
tried.
cannot speak.
To do
My
what?
thieves cannot
Sorry?
speak.
Just to charm the old orc. It would have been easy.
Yeah.
See, I
Oh,
tried.
I
I'm
suppose so.
supposed to
Just
with the
kinda thrown off guard.
the bard, but last time I tried to charm one, they called me a mountainous hussy.
I mean, what did the orc think that I meant when I said that I wanted a baker's dozen?
13.
Yeah, right.
As per the law of the land. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Call of the Netherdeep. We love you incredibly much. And in particular, I want to thank a few of the lovely people at patreon.com/dorktales who keep the lights on and make this stream possible. Because running a channel like this is actually surprisingly expensive, especially when it's your full-time job like this. So if you want to support the channel, feel free to go over and join them. Or if you're on Twitch right now, it's September, so you can save a bunch of money by doing long-term subs right now. But first, I want to thank my world building producer, Schulten, for all of the things that he has done and all the horrible things he's about to do. My divine producer, DM Michael Gray, in his great benevolence, as well as Soul Omen, the maker of monsters, and Precarious, the evil Funkle, who are our demonic patrons. And, of course, my princess, the Patreon, the Traveler, Trizelta, Cubby Gummy, Eolus, Amberthist, Terran, and Buddy. You're all amazing, and you keep the lights on, which is great, because I don't have dark vision, very much like Kaeko.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we'll see you next time. And don't forget, Spelljammer is on Sunday at noon. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody.
Good night.